For what class?
Path of the Beast.
Yeah, it's
Blood
a
Hunter.
barbarian?
Blood Hunter.
Sounds a bit weird.
No, it's a barbarian.
What? So
Hmm.
Barbarian now has a werewolf build.
Yeah, that's the build I was looking at.
What?
Yeah, it's so they're when you rage, bestial power within you awakens, and you manifest natural melee weapons.
It sounds like they've ripped off Matt's werewolf build.
Oh, is it?
It sounds the exact same as his Blood Hunter Lycanthrope build.
Oh, I gotta look at that. Is it a subclass from
From Blood Hunter.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. That's what I was playing for your campaign.
Yeah, I noticed that, but I wasn't sure exactly what it was.
Right, we've given Kane 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so let's do it. So, last session you guys managed to escape your entrapment from the Grungs, thanks to the help of a friendly T-Rex crashing in on their ceremonial parade, which you easily disposed of before leaving quite steadily. A couple more days travel before you came across the city of Omu, and very cautiously you guys sort of traveled around and navigated and started to explore this somewhat abandoned hidden city. In the process you ran into some of the red wizards of the Thay, who were talking about sort of their time here and the troubles they've encountered, and talked about the shrines, trying to acquire the cubes to gain access into the tomb that will hopefully lead you to the Soulmonger, which is this object, causing this death curse. So, as you were finishing last session, there was sort of a bit of discussion of working with the Red Wizards, and you managed to sort of help excavate one of their companions from some ruins of a building, who then sort of went into tending and treating. And the session finished with you guys sort of retreating back into this little building that you're using as sort of like your central base to rest for the night. So that's pretty much where we're picking up off tonight.
Yeah, boy.
So we'll say, did I tell you have a long rest at the end of last session? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think we ended it.
Yeah, I think so.
Having a long rest, so it's the start of the next day. All right. So first thing, fresh morning, everyone. You'll notice that a side note that Victor / whatever his other stupid name is, he seems to be out cold at the moment, in this sort of stasis of a sleep.
Xander.
Yeah, you guys try to wake him for a bit, try to disturb him, try to, you kind of get the vibe he's just going to be sleeping for the entire day, based on everything you've tried, just looking quite exhausted, not really stirring much, and you think it's just better maybe to leave him here for the day. And that's why he's not here.
Looking a bit worse for over the last couple of days. He looked like he hadn't slept, even though he said he was alright. Probably good that he takes some R&R.
Cool. So we'll just pretend that he's sleeping for the however long today's session's going for.
Win, do you have any seeds on you?
I always have seeds on me.
Can I have some?
Sure.
Thank you.
Be funny.
I'm gonna put some seeds in his beard while he's sleeping.
Okay. He does not disturb at all, clearly.
Damn, the old man's out.
Win, do your magic now. Go.
What do you mean?
That thing you do.
No, that's not me.
I think that was me.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, most
Look.
of the time you need to plant seeds and
I think I made it grow.
grow.
Did I make it grow?
Yeah, prestidigitation.
Out of character, I don't know if you guys are generally aware that I can make the seeds grow, but it was me. But I'm playing.
Oh.
What was
Cloak,
that,
so I don't
Trev? You're
think
very
Sar
quiet.
knows. I don't think Sar knows that I made his seeds grow before. So I'm
Yeah.
playing McCoy.
Yeah.
Interesting. What shall we do today? What's the
Well,
plan?
we got some. There's a few of these temples that we can go to, which may have some of these elements to the keys that we can unlock the final chamber with. But that's probably all there is really to do. Just be safe and check out some of these temples. I take
Okay,
that
let's
as
do
a
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one shall we go to first?
Well, we got one over here on the left, and we got one here on the right. I think there was a third one pointed out, but I think it was further north.
I see. Shall we check out this close one?
Yeah, let's start somewhere close. I think.
So where you guys are camping is upstairs, right? So as you guys start to descend, you, Win and Dagoth, you both hear sort of like rustling from downstairs of the building in which you're sort of in, which sort of alerts you because your entire party was upstairs with you guys. It just sounds like sort of like rocks shuffling and sort of like, yeah.
Wait,
Hey,
something's downstairs.
someone downstairs. Dagoth, you want to stealth your way down and see what's...
Yeah, is there a way for me to be stealthy without being too seen?
Yeah, so
Right.
if you want to do a stealth check, you can.
$24.
Cool. So you sort of fade into the shadows of the wall.
All right. Do I see anything?
As you sort of look down and check around the corners of the room where you think you heard the rustling for, you see a figure with a red cloak, kind of like sitting in the corner, sort of like huddled up, kind of just like sitting in like the side with like a table sort of like wedged up against him. Looks like he's trying to take like a bit of cover or hide or something.
Okay. I'm just gonna slowly draw my bow, and then I'm gonna say, "Who are you, and what are you up to?"
So in that moment, you startle the person, who you kind of recognize as he sort of like turns and faces you with his like hands up, and it looks very similar to the old man that you pulled from the rubble. And you just hear him go, "Oh no, please don't, please! I'm not here to do anything." And he seems like, yeah, harmless.
Okay, so I let my bow down and I say, "Ah, yes, it's you. How do you fare?"
Look, I'm definitely better than I was yesterday, but I never got a chance to thank you and your Shelley friend for pulling me from the clutches of death. My name is Orvex, and if you would, I might ask one more favor of you and your companions, if possible.
What would that be?
I'm not actually one of the Red Wizards. They've hired me for this expedition because I'm educated with Omu and its ways, and I know the history of the place, and I might be able to help you and assist you while you're here. If in exchange, you can ensure my safe return. Unlike what the wizards have sort of. This is not the first time I've been near Death's Door, and I'm looking for any means to sort of get out, and I feel that your party is far more capable than those who are left of the other group.
I think that sounds good. Let me take you to the party.
Thank you. And he, as you see, he's quite a skinny sort of, oldish gentleman. I'll send you guys a little look at him. Vortex. See. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, where's Doss? Almost forgot about Doss.
He's in your pouch. You carry him everywhere,
Okay,
don't
good.
you?
Yeah, I do.
I assume you feed him and stuff.
Yeah.
Hunter-gatherer.
He takes one's cut of the good berries. Poor
Awesome.
one.
I'll
Yeah,
try and
another one
sneak
to
some
kill.
of the turtle's heart as well.
Alright. So taking him up, he follows you, willingly. He doesn't come across sort of as anything sort of hostile or, yeah. If you want to do an insight check, he's not, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's do an insight check. Sounds like a good plan.
That picture makes him look a bit dodgy. He's like,
Uh,
18.
like I said, he seems sincerely honest in his
Okay, cool.
in his willing, his desire to live.
So what is it that he does, or what is it that you do?
Well, I've been hired by, or was hired by the Red Wizards to help them sort of navigate and locate Omu. I've been researching the history of Omu and the Omuans for the best part of my life. I can speak old Omuan, and I've, be able to translate and tell you a lot of the history of this place and the legend of the Nine Gods, if that be, helpful to your cause. I do have an interest in obtaining any sort of old ruins or artifacts that may be useful or, significant culturally, that I might take back, but obviously I am not quite a capable fighter, and neither have been my acquaintances of late, and I fear that without further sort of assistance and, protection, I won't make it back.
didn't we find a book or some text on a wall that we couldn't read or something?
You found like an old journal?
I think so.
I think there was. Yeah, I think there was something that was written, but I'm not sure. But it sounds like we have ourselves a tour guide.
Well, I don't know.
Does that sound right?
I think he's a good source for information. I don't know if you know much about the surrounding area. Is that right, or you're still new to this area?
I haven't explored it thoroughly. I just know the history of this place and its lore and legend and things that might useful information. And like I said, I can translate their language if you do uncover things that maybe you don't understand. That's where my strength.
Do you mean to guide us through or through these ruins, or do you want to just give us some information?
I mean, I don't know the ruins and their traps and how they work. All I know is of them and the legends of them.
I see.
So if you want, he will tell you the story of the Nine Gods, which I'll paste
There
in.
was meant to be some text or something.
Yeah. So this is it. If you want, I can read
Story
it.
time.
Oh, why did it paste as a message? It must be too big.
You may have to do it in a few different posts.
Yeah. All right. So he is like going to follow you guys essentially as just a translator,
Okay, yes.
information,
that.
like, you know, potentially helpful information. He's not a capable fighter. He can fight, but you look at him up and down, and he doesn't look like he'd last long by himself or be able to hold his own.
He is
Got
going.
another
but-
one.
But but he's gonna tag along though with us, but just hang back.
No, he'll go with you. Like, he'll follow you guys. Like,
Yeah, cool.
if you want him to do something, read something, ask him a question, he might be able to offer help. So,
Anyone write down if they had the books? I don't think it was me. I don't remember who picked it up.
So I had a book.
So, do you have anything written down about that?
I mean, Moloch had the book. He found a book.
Oh, yes. Even character.
oh, here we go.
Hmm.
I could just do this. Oh, no, I can't.
Well, if at one point I did have a book, I do not have it anymore.
God damn it, Moloch.
You lost it.
You've been smoking too much of that pipe.
Those damn frogs, they took everything from me.
I found it here. This is past the frogs.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, we
What
Yes.
book are you talking about?
there was like a
Oh.
journal found like last session that had just like a little bit of stuff.
I
Coralon's
don't think
balls,
I
Moloch.
found any.
Coralon's balls.
I didn't think I found anything.
You did.
It's essentially the same translation as the stuff I've just put in Discord, which is a little bit of a read. You guys can do it as you want.
I have a Triceratops token that I think I got last time. I don't have a. I'm pretty sure I didn't loot any books.
No, you found one when you did a perception check.
Anyway.
Yeah.
The book is gone. You clearly did not pick up the book.
Damn you, Moloch.
So
Clearly don't have a book on me.
He's hoarding it. All right. So Orvex is just going to follow you guys. Like I said, can ask him questions. He'll tell you stuff, or he'll tell you what he knows and what might be helpful. And the 9 shrines relate to the story of the 9 gods, which is that story I've pasted in Discord.
The one on Roll20 doesn't have any text for me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It says a GM only thing.
Okay.
If I just copy and
Um,
paste it. Wait a sec. It's the same thing. I've just copied it from that.
Cool.
There you go. If you look at it now, it should have stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, all right.
While this is all happening, and before I got up, I cast Melding into Stone again on myself as a ritual.
Yep.
So that's kind of checked off.
Cool. All right. Where to?
Let's. Well, I think we're going to head out to this one on the right, the Mario coin-looking one.
All right.
As
I
we
turned to Moloch.
walk, sorry.
No, you go.
So is he telling us all this while we walk?
I'd assume that in the process of just talking to you guys, he would tell you it. Just to sort of like before you take off, as he's explaining his justification of why he's useful and why you guys
Show his
would.
worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So as we're walking then with him, Cora's going to float up and ask one by one what each of the creatures looks like.
Okay.
Because they don't know what these are. What's a Kamadan?
um,
What's an Iblis? You know, one after the other of the ones they don't know.
and this is where Malak pulls out his book and he goes.
Do you know Moloch?
If you look in player handouts, I think I activated them all so you can see them. So there should be.
I tried clicking them and I see over there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the frogs took my Volo's guide.
Oh, did they?
No, that was the creatures one. It wasn't a. It was a different one. It was the.
Oh, did they
one
take
that
bolos?
Stuff.
I don't have it anymore.
Was it in your
I
inventory?
definitely put that in my inventory.
Oh shit. Okay.
Damn it! Let's go back for the frogs.
He pulls out a second copy of bolos and gives them back to you. As she as Koro asked this question. Yeah, there is a reason.
Hey, where'd you get that copy of the book?
Hang on a second.
Is
Do
that
I
my
even have
copy?
my spell book? Yes, I have my spell book.
I was gonna.
Okay.
I don't remember taking books off. I was just thinking shiny stuff or like
Oh,
food.
the Zorbo was that thing that attacked Leon.
I think Leon attacked it.
Well, it dropped on him.
The Zorbo. Oh yeah, and I saved it. Like
Uh,
Steve Irwin, I saved it.
Steve Irwin. Well, I stopped attacking them too.
Hold up. So what have we got? You know what a crocodile looks like.
What's a crocodile?
Kamadan's the leopard with the snake heads. I'm pretty sure I've linked that one.
Yeah.
That's the one I trust the least.
That's the one
It's what?
Dagoth is carrying.
Yes, I do not trust that at all.
A
There's a
s-
fucking bunny
Really bad, though.
unicorn? What is this place?
Sue monster. Oh yeah, I haven't linked that one yet. That's a Sue monster.
That's a monkus.
Is it an undead monkey with fangs?
No, it's living.
The monkey.
That's
Sue,
horrifying.
Sue monster. What else we got left? What haven't I shown you? Unk, the flail snail.
Lawrence, you're a little bit quiet. Have you encountered any of these beasts before? No, he's
I
here.
think he's sleeping with his eyes open.
He's in the Discord.
Oh, Trev, that looked familiar to you? Trev and I talked about flail snails literally 2 days ago.
You know the Aldani. You did. Oh no, is it? Yeah, Almirage. What else?
Oh, he's so cute.
Those things are evil.
Looks like a Guild Wars 2 mount.
Jakulai. Jakulai is just like a snake. I think I've linked that one to you guys as well.
Whoa.
Am I missing any? Is that all?
I've got so many windows open now.
So the shrine you're heading towards is that one. So a ruined shrine stands at the heart of a walled compound. Tall monoliths flank the entrance, decorated with the images of Jaguar with 6 snakes sprouting from its shoulders. A stone door is set into the shrine beyond. So there's there's large sort of like pillars on either side. If you give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna put you guys there. Take you over to your first shrine. And no one can see anything, can they? Oh, no, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
If you just zoom out, you're at the very top of the map.
Yep.
Can you see, guys? It's dynamic lighting, so
Yep. So
all right. So this, as you arrive, sort of, Oryx sort of turns to you and goes, "This looks like the Shrine of Shagambi, the Kamadan. And sort of retelling the story of Shagambi. Which one's that?
This is the one that doesn't like the frog people.
So at noon, a brave Kamadan hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in the Omuans' hearts and decided to lance it as a troublesome boil. The Kamadan fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the riverbank, and a crafty Grung stole it. In her rage, Shigambi the Kamadan forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nang Nang, the Grung, forever across the sky. And he said, Orvex is sort of, recounting about sort of Shigambi and like her sort of view on sort of honor and sort of noble action, praises sort of honor amongst strength. Oh yeah, Orvex. Let's move him over.
Well then, shall we get in?
Why is Victor with us?
There's no time like the present.
Now these places are probably gonna have magical traps and things. Like we've encountered these before. Does anyone because I can do detect magic. It only lasts for 10 minutes, but it may be worth doing it now.
I too could do that.
We can wait 10 minutes if you want to.
How about you do it? You ritual cast it first, and then I'll ritual cast it after yours finishes, and then we always have a 10-minute cycle of detect magic up.
Yeah, okay.
Then
So I only have to wait
we'll
10
have
minutes
to-
once, but we just have to kind of know who's on the casting.
Yeah, who's on the bench?
Yeah.
All right. So
If you want to do that.
this stairwell is actually blocked by a door, a large stone door that's on hinges, just so we're not running straight down there.
Cute.
You saying
Did
I
say
shouldn't
those,
run straight down there into the middle of this?
Oh god.
Does the door say anything?
I'm casting my ritual detect magic. So
Yep.
see you in 10 minutes.
So, looking at the door, there is some sort of old inscription on there. Orvex sort of goes up and has a look, and he reincites that Shigambi teaches us to fight evil with honor. And he looks at the monoliths, and you can see that there's pictures, like sort of like old sort of caveman style sort of like etchings into the stone. It shows what looks like the jaguar sitting over sort of smallish people with warriors holding spears and swords. And that's what you see. So it looks like Shigambi is like the jaguar above, and then all these sort of like small figures of people, but they're holding either a spear or like a sword or some sort of like a weapon in their hand.
I'll ritual cast detect poison and disease.
Ooh, okay.
Is that an instantaneous thing, or is that like a 10-minute?
No, I said ritual.
No, but like, how long does it last?
10 minutes.
Hey, Kane.
Dagoth.
Yes.
Hola.
Yo. Half an hour late, not too bad.
I've been here for like 20 minutes, but I couldn't get it connected.
Yeah,
Chrome is
still
better
half an
than
hour late.
Explorer. What do you mean? 10 minutes. Carry on.
Dagoth. Roll a perception check. And you know what, Corey, you can as well because you're kind of floating around. Same thing.
17.
All right, you sense nothing.
Would you say perception?
Yeah.
17.
Okay, neither of you see or notice anything other than what you've noticed on the door.
I noticed something.
Okay. I didn't see that.
Oh, they're not in the GM layer. That's hilarious. All right.
It's all right. We don't see him.
No, you don't. But I will get everyone to do initiative.
Are we doing it now? Did you say? Sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Man, I wish I
God
had the
damn
other.
Is that more of those things?
More of what things?
Quick, dust, cover your eyes.
So which temple are we at again?
The cat snake head.
Yeah. Nah, what's it?
Yep.
Shigambi.
What did they do again? I can't even remember. Did we fight one? We did, didn't we?
They killed one.
Oh, that's why I didn't remember it. It didn't matter.
Oh, how dare you!
Rough. All right.
Better off with his slow ass.
Get it? Because he's an ass.
Intentional. Thank you.
All right. Let's have a look.
There was nothing wrong with his ass. It was perfectly fine.
Is most of the screen
You
supposed to
know.
be blacked out because of dynamic lighting? Is that right?
Yes.
I've literally got almost like a kanji.
Yeah, because it's all we can see at the moment.
Oh, he shouldn't be there.
Hey, who moved me?
I moved you because you guys were looking at the things at the front. The inscriptions on the door.
Oh god, he's gonna die just like one.
Dagoth and Orvex needs to roll. Da, da. Alright. Oh, Orvex did
Are
pretty
we
well.
rolling initiative?
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Oh. $15.
Alright, so because we're not using Discord for battle music sort of stuff, so everyone activate your choice of battle music.
Oh, yep. Oh, no.
Yep.
I could put it back on, but like I think that's a big source of the problem,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's
Also, it kind of jumps a bit, and I don't know. Just easier to have your own.
yep.
Putting SpongeBob SquarePants on.
You can do music through Roll20 though as well, but I haven't looked at how to do it.
Yeah, I've got some music on there. If you guys have got it turned on, it's like just background noise of the jungle.
No, it needs to
think
be epic.
that's
I'll
fine.
find something.
That's good.
All right, so the first move out of like the tree sort of stalking above. The first thing to happen is where's my little Kamadan thing going? There they are. All right. I need Lawrence to make a strength saving throw first.
Five.
Fuck. All right. So the first thing that happens is like while Win and Malok are sitting there doing their ritual casting, and they get about halfway through, so about 5 minutes in, this loud rustle comes out of the tree, just pouncing down towards Lawrence, who's hanging out at the back, knocks him prone, and makes its, what is it? Pounce, knock down. So you're now prone, Lawrence, and can make 2 attacks, one with a bite, one with the snakes. So it makes a bite and a snake attack at you.
Can I use my uncanny dodge on the heavier hit?
On the natural 20, maybe?
Can you uncanny dodge when you're prone?
It doesn't
Oh.
say.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good question. Jeez.
You just roll side to side.
Okay.
So what's Uncanny Dodge do?
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve the attack's damage against you.
Okay.
According to Jeremy Crawford, no rule prevents a prone character from using Uncanny.
Nice.
So the first attack with the bite is only a 12 to hit.
This is it,
Push
Kane.
the door.
He's
Push the
laughing
door,
at
Kane.
me.
What?
What's your armor?
Yeah, 12. Oh, sorry. Miss.
All right, and the second's a natural 20. So the snakes, what is it? 1d6 plus 3. It didn't do it.
Does it not roll the damage? for you?
Yeah, well, I don't know why it's not doing the damage.
Oh, it's a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
It still should be doing 1d6 plus 3 plus 6d6 poison damage.
Ooh.
6d6?
Yep. So, do a con save, Kane.
Again.
Yeah. I'll just manually roll it.
$20.
Okay, so you only take half damage on top of the second lot of half damage. So it's only 66. So you take a quarter of this. Half makes 714. Yeah, no,
I don't
8.
think
So
Uncanny
8
Dodge
and
works
4.
on the poison though, does it? I don't know. I don't know.
It says half of the damage. What does
So
it
just
say?
8.
So no, 4 points of poison damage.
Is that just how do I attach poison damage? Is there like
Oh, I did-
or is it just
No, I'm just
Normal
telling you it's the
damage.
type of damage.
You're not actually
yeah.
poisoned. You don't have a
Poison.
condition.
Okay.
And then it's 3, so 1 point of damage, and another point of damage on that for the general melee piercing attack, and you're prone.
Cool.
So
what's
that's-
half of that?
The one that one.
So I just took a 1.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it would have been, we'll say 6 halved, which has to round down to 3, and then 3 round down has to be like 1.5. So it has to be a 1.
That's pretty.
Oh
impressive,
no,
man.
sorry, it's a
20.
3. Sorry, because it's not a. Oh, ha! Thanks for reminding me. I didn't take into the account the nat 20. So just double all that damage you just took again.
So 4.
There should
6?
be It should be 14 then, yeah, because it's 3. The modifier was 3.
Oh yeah, true. Because its total damage is halved by his ability, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
We can just negate that because Uncanny cancels out the crit. Half and half. So it's just 7 points of damage
Alright.
and then 17. Oh no, and 8. Sorry, not 17. Because you saved on that con save. 15 points of damage total.
So a total of 15.
15 points of damage total. What a mess.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Next up.
Quick math.
Yeah. Backwards, forwards math.
You mean
Next.
subtract?
Win. So you out of like the corner notice this pounce and you react sort of almost instantaneously. You're in the middle of ritual casting. You can take another 5 minutes if you want.
No, I won't. I'll stop casting. I'll cast. Well, I'm going to cantrip create Conjure Flame and just shoot that.
Conjure flame and shoot it at the Kamadan. All right, cool.
18 to hit.
18 hits. Roll damage.
11 damage.
You smash it with its like in the face with a flame.
I think that's all I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right, Dagoth, you're up.
What's behind us in the darkness here?
Nothing.
Bullshit. No.
I can step back, right?
Yeah, you can step back. Like, oh, you're talking about like going south, or you mean that way?
The lighting goes funny when I do that.
You can't go all the way down because it's just a
Yeah.
narrow street. So like this is like a walkway in. So imagine a building's like backing on there that's like sort of obstructing you.
Okay, cool.
You're assigned to this square.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
move to the center here.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna tell Orvix, get to safety, and then I'm gonna take a shot at this
Yep.
one here. Sharpshooter.
Cool.
Oh god, nat 1.
You miss.
I'm caught off guard because I'm like, I've got this new pet that looks like them, and I'm like, shit, what do I do?
You're torn.
And that's my
That's it? All right.
Yep.
So as you're backing up, another one jumps down from the side, and you also have to make a strength saving throw.
Oh. Oh, shit. Nat 1.
All right, you're knocked prone as well.
Fuck.
So attacks with advantage, bite and snakes. 22 to hit.
It hits.
It's gonna hit. Why is damage not being rolled? I need to figure out why. So 1d6 plus 3. That's 5 points of damage. And a 9 to hit. I don't think that's gonna hit.
Miss.
Yeah, cool. So the snakes miss. Alright. So that's the second Kamadan's turn. Orvex takes your advice and he runs to the side and hides. Cora, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move
Yep.
and I'm gonna whack him.
Alright.
4 attacks because flurry.
Cool.
Okay, lots of adding to do. Hang
Hopefully it wasn't as bad as
Rolling
mine.
all 4 attacks and the damage for all the attacks at once is great and all, but then it's just a little overwhelming.
Are you
Okay,
using
17 to
the...
hit.
Oh, yeah. 17 hits.
Yep. That's 8 damage.
8 points of damage.
9, I'm assuming, won't hit.
No, that misses.
13 to hit.
13 just hits.
Oh, fuck yes. And that's another 8 damage.
Whack. Yep.
And then 18 to hit
18 hits.
and 7 damage.
7 points of damage. Wook. You pummel it pretty hard. That hurt it a fair bit. Stunning.
I'm also going to spend another key point to add 1d6 to that loss,
Alright.
which is another 5.
It's almost 5. Oof. You just pummel into it. And it actually, as it's standing over and like snarling at Dagoth, you see as it starts to sort of like bend at the knee from your like pummeling.
Get off my friend.
Alright. Lawrence.
I'm done.
Okay. So can I... does this work if I hold an attack for Moloch to get closer so that I can do double damage, how do I go about doing
You were trying
Can I
to.
do that?
Do you want to flank so you get advantage? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
You'd have to go around the far side, which you could easily do. Like you can move around it because you're not going out of its.
Oh, I don't need a flank. It's my ability.
You can hold an action for Moloch until Moloch gets to you. Yes.
Sorry, I don't know what that means. Like, oh, height, yeah.
What are you trying to do?
He's
Basically,
he's waiting
I
to
get
attack
double
until.
damage if my
No, don't you-
teammates are within 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it? Oh,
It's not flanking. It's
You
basically
mean sneak attack?
No,
It's
he's. I
the-
think he's trying to hold. I think he's trying to hold an attack.
It's
He wants to use his sneak attack. He can only
Yeah.
get it if somebody else
Yeah,
is
it's
next
fu-
to the
yeah.
monster. So
Yeah,
he
it's a
wants to
sneak
hold his attack until
Yeah.
I get
yeah,
close
yeah.
enough.
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh,
and then
okay.
he
Yeah.
can.
but how does that work? Sorry, I don't know how it works.
All you got to do is say, "I'm holding my attack until this condition." It's the only action you can do for the entire turn. You don't get your reaction or anything like that.
I don't get a bonus action. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much, yeah. It's just you only get action, so you may make one attack when
Okay.
when Moloch, like when that condition is met. If Moloch doesn't come up to you, then you don't get the chance to use that attack because that's the condition you're waiting for.
Yeah. So you're saying that when I attack, would that be because I've got 2 swords? Does that mean I swing both arms, or because that's
No.
a bonus action? I only
It's
swing
it's
once?
one. You get one attack per action, so you only get one attack because you're using
I'm
it
gonna take
as
a
a
swing.
reaction. You're just going to
No,
attack him.
I'm just gonna fight. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say 14.
14 hits. Roll damage.
D3. That's 8. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to swing my other arm.
Yep. So 8 points of damage.
That's 16.
16 hits. Roll damage.
That's 4. 12 total.
4 points of damage. All right. You slash at it pretty hard. I'm assuming you also stood up from prone, as in that sort of process. So, all right. That's Laurence. Moloch.
All right, lads. Time to get off my ass and move into the fight.
Get him, Moloch.
I'm going to boom and blade this motherfucker. Ooh, that's a 20.
Boom,
That's
yeah,
a 20, bro. So, yeah. So that'll be 1, 2 down. It's 16 points of damage.
Oof. Smashed. You like hammer into it like hard as you can. You watch as like again it's sort of falling and like the half like blood starts smearing down like the Jaguar's face, or the Kamadan's face. It looks like it's looking a bit rough. Looking a fair bit rough.
It'd actually be 20 points, if that matters. Sorry. I never add my +2 for some reason.
Alright, that's another 2. Still hurts. Like it still looking the same level of roughness.
Cool. That's my turn.
Alright.
Oh, bonus action, Baraknar.
And your shield starts floating up in the air. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you guys want your minute?
I think the plan is to kill them.
Alright. If you're happy.
Yeah.
If you're happy, I need all 5 of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Well, I wasn't happy
I
with
should have
that.
rolled it as well.
Are we cons?
Everyone, every single one.
Is this the
19.
sleep thing?
Yeah.
I'm guessing. We're immune.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
18.
is that
18
just
saves.
a con or is that a strength?
No, Constitution. Saving throw.
Cool. So I
Oh,
think
hold on. It's not magic, is it?
that's
Yeah, but
a
you're still immune
17.
to sleep, aren't you?
No,
Oh, yeah,
magically. Magic
I guess
can't.
not.
Say hi to Olivia for us.
magic. Yeah.
Kane.
Oh no,
Yeah, I think that could be.
it's a poison, like it's a gas, so it's not
Oh,
magical.
then
17. Is that good?
Yeah, it saves. 18 saves.
22.
Saves.
17.
Saves. And win.
I roll a 19.
Saves. So everyone's safe. So it takes this big breath in, and as you guys see it coming, you all take a deep breath and just prepare for it because you've seen this before. As this gas just sort of like pours out in front of it. That's the end of its turn.
That's
Win,
the
you're
thing
up.
that I'd forgotten it did. I knew it did something.
Okay. I go around to this side of the wall, and I'm going to cast what's it called Conjure Flame on it. Natural 17 to hit.
Is it a range spell from melee though, or are you casting it the other far one?
No, I was casting at this one, and then I was going to move into the wall there. Sorry, I probably did it out. I can still be here and cast.
And cast, yeah, cool. I'll just make sure you weren't
And
working
then-
into melee to make a ranged spell attack. So 17 hits,
No.
yep, roll damage.
Oh, pretty good. 15 damage.
15 points of damage. That one's
And I'm
looking
go-
pretty rough as well. Hurting pretty
I'm gonna go
bad.
into here and I'm going to meld into stone.
Alright,
I'm just going to hide in the wall so I can't see anything.
cool. Dagoth, you're up.
I'm gonna action disengage.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna roll over here and be like, "Thanks for the save, Coral." And then, will you allow me to bonus put my DOS with Orvex here?
As in run over and
Oh.
just drop dose off.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna like fling it off, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's just like dropping something, so that's
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I'm gonna go over there and go. You can't be seeing this. Orvex, hold this, and then drop it. That's my turn.
Alright, next up is the second one, which just got pummeled by Koro and watched Dagoth roll away, so it's just going to attack Koro. It's going to do... Let's see if this works again. I'm going to try and just do it. No, it's still not showing damage. So its first attack being a bite, second attack... the snakes. So it's only a 7 to hit and a 9 to hit. So I'm going to assume those both miss.
Yeah, no.
All right. That's that one's turn. Orvex, he kind of doesn't look into the bag, but just pulls it closer to himself and feels something heavy. That's his turn, Koro.
As it tries to bite me, I'm just gonna bop it on the nose.
All right.
Stop it. Just two to begin with.
I can't see you.
12, which I don't think hits.
Just misses.
Yep, and 20.
20 definitely hits.
That's 10 damage. He's looking pretty rough.
Tooth just fell out, and the snakes are sort of like slumped, not looking too healthy at all.
All right, I will spend another key point.
All right.
Flurry of blows. $15 to hit.
Hits.
7 damage.
7 points of damage. Ooh.
17 to hit.
Hits.
7 damage.
How do you want to do it?
No. Just bopping him in the nose as he was trying to bite me. That's it.
So as you
Bulk
keep
Achilles.
hitting it, yeah, its head down, it sort of just like slumps to the ground as you sort of pummel its skull.
I'll finish up with like a flurry. My flurry of blows will like go snakehead to snakehead. Just make sure they're all stop moving.
It is now dead unconscious on the ground.
Good.
Lawrence, you're up.
I got one, guys.
Okay, so with Mollux by my side, I'm going to sneak attack.
Yeah.
$13.
Hits.
So that's 8. But then I got to roll 3 times. Sorry.
8. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's 16.
Another 16 on top of that.
No, 16 total.
Okay, so minus another 8. Yep.
And then with my bonus action, well, my other arm.
Yep.
It's a 20.
20 hits.
And that's 2.
2 points of damage. It is looking incredibly close to death. There doesn't look like there's any active snakes left. There's maybe one, and the Kamadan is looking very hurt. Its breathing's heavy, blood's sort of pouring out of its eye and its mouth, and it's got stab wounds in through its chest where you've been like sort of slashing at it, but still alive. And Malok.
Finish it off, Malok.
16.
Hits, roll damage.
Uh, 13 damage.
How do you want to do it?
Just smash him in the face with my mace.
You just like heave it around, and like swing like what like left of the head like up against the wall, and it just like splatters into like an exploding sort of watermelon pumpkin soup. And it's dead.
Easy.
Done. All seems very quiet after sort of the hustle and bustle of that small combat. There are now just 2 corpses lying in front of you.
Poke my head out. Yeah, oh, he's dead.
Loot check.
Yep. Roll investigation.
Gotta say, Witcher battle music is fucking beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
It's so nice.
14.
You find a couple of Kamadan teeth.
Can I do a shiny check?
Sure.
Holy shit. 21. Why can't I roll like that during combat?
I rolled 2 nat ones.
So
I with a 21, I'm assuming I definitely know for sure there's nothing shiny.
you don't see anything on the Kamadan, but in the bushes sort of beside where it's lying, there is like a shiny ring sitting in the grass.
I actually got someone. Yoink.
And so it
What
looks
is
like
it?
it's got like a gem inlaid in it. It's just a... Can I show this to everyone?
I'll put it on then.
And that's what it is.
Sweet. Thank you.
Try this witch.
Cool. It's the first shiny thing I found.
I'm gonna have to change.
Oh
my,
no, I found a gem.
I'm gonna have to change 1 to something else.
I'm gonna grab Doss from the old man and be like, never mind, as I notice that the battle's over, and I'm just gonna check on Doss.
He hands the bag back to you, and Dos is just like, Dose was fast asleep, and it kind of woken up. It's just like looking at you after you kind of dumped it on the ground. A bit confused.
Oh, that's okay. Go back to sleep.
Just make an animal handling check.
Okay, go. $18.
With a bit of like padding and sort of like ruffling in like this sweet spot that you found on Dose and like you now know is like its a little soft spot, it slowly like lulls back into like and nestles up into your like little side pouch that you've made for your cat.
Very nice.
Alright. So what's next?
I start ritual casting again.
I can't really hear you when.
I can hear him pretty good.
Yeah, I can
You
hear.
may need to turn me up.
That's what she said.
Alright, so when you finish your ritual cast, Malok, I'm assuming you maybe would be doing the same.
Yeah, he was doing
Yeah.
it.
Yep, so both your ritual casts are finished.
While they're ritual casting, can I start just a short rest? I know that it's an hour, but I'll start and I'll just because I think I can really be of help here, so I'll just sit
Yeah,
for a
you
bit.
can sit for 10 minutes, yeah.
Talk Win.
I'm busy.
A short rest is an hour though, yeah.
Half an hour.
I'm in the middle of casting my ritual spell. Or was that? Or we just did nothing while we did that?
Who's doing what now? Yeah, you guys are
Is
just like
anybody
sitting
doing
for that
something?
10 minutes, yeah.
Okay, go.
Do we get any HP for 10 minutes?
Only if it's
No.
an actual short. I believe a short rest is an hour. But I want to start having a short rest and only come and help if I'm needed.
At least 1 hour of downtime, so yeah, 10 minutes
Yeah.
it's been.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just almost tapped. That's
Yep.
I'm also gonna second wind as well.
Well,
To gain
if
some
people
HP.
want to rest, you guys can hold up, and maybe myself and Moloch, do you want to look at this door? You guys can rest for an hour. You can roll hit dice.
I'll just
if you
second
need.
wind, get some HP back.
Well, if you can roll hit dice, then you can save your second win.
Well, don't wait on my account. Just go for it. It might take you an
Well,
hour to get through the door. We don't.
Well, yeah, exactly. So don't roll it yet, Daggeth. Start having a long rest. Lawrence, I think
Short
you
rest.
probably want to have a long rest as well.
Short
Oh,
rest.
Short rest.
Short rest.
We'll start it, but it may get interrupted.
It'll
Did
do the
anyone-
same thing anyway.
What's wrong, sir?
What? Why is everyone taking a rest?
Well,
I
I can't.
wasn't.
I don't understand the door, so I'm starting a long rest, a short rest. But I understand. Beck understands that Coro won't finish it, but Coro doesn't.
And the other thing is, a few people want to get health back rather than me blow spells. It's more efficient to use hit dice.
Alright, I'm having a look at the door. What do I see? Investigation check or something, right?
Yep, do an invest.
Can I assist and give you guidance? But you already rolled.
24.
So the door doesn't look locked, it's just heavy. So you can, if you want, make a strength check and see if you're strong enough to push it like up and higher. So it's a door that's actually sort of like comes from the roof down. So you feel like you could lift it and push it up so that everyone can get into the actual shrine.
Just confirming, Win has detect magic, I have detect poison and disease on.
Yep.
We don't see anything from that. Okay, for the strength check, I rolled a 17.
You start
Oh,
to move. Oh yeah, go.
Yeah, athletics 17. Yeah, same thing.
So you start to lift it a bit, and it moves a little bit, but you can't muster just that little bit of strength. You need like help to be able to sort of lift it that last little bit.
I go and help him.
All right, so roll a
Well,
strength check.
I was gonna assist him anyway, but I'm
Yeah,
standing.
I'll
over
help. I'll help you. When you stay there,
Can both do it.
Yeah, one or more characters.
Yeah, well, 3 of us are helping now. Or trying to lift the door. Not helping very much. I rolled a 6.
Just a straight strength.
-1. I rolled a 5.
12.
All right. So with Wind's help, the door starts to slide up, and then Dagoth starts to see the movement and just comes and like pushes, and all three of you lift this like solid door up, and is now sort of like holding it in place so that you guys could enter the shrine. And as you look, you can see sits like steps descending into a like 15-foot high moss-covered room. So the group, like with you guys holding it, would be able to move in to the shrine if you wanted.
I turn to Moloch and say, I thought dwarves were supposed to be strong.
Yeah, we are. That's why I lifted the whole thing, and it took 2 elves just to do the other half of this thing. So
We still helped.
Is everyone going in?
Yeah. about half as much as a dwarf.
So
That's
they
how
have to
much
hold it while we go in?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Yep, let's go.
All right, Carl, let's go. Win.
I'd love to, but I'm blocked by 2 people right now.
Meow.
We can't. Hey, dude.
That was cool. That was like game. Like that was awesome.
Is that everyone? Oh, there's Corey. I didn't move you.
I know I moved.
All right.
Somebody moved.
So coming into the opening, if you guys want to try and jar that door open with something, you can attempt it.
I was thinking about it, but it was too
I
much
was
of
thinking of
a.
looking for a rock or something outside. If there's any fairly decent sized stones,
There
that
wasn't?
will just give it a.
There wasn't anything in this like direct sort of vicinity. But if you've got like some sort of magic or something that you could use, I'm open to suggestions.
Can I cast Frostbite on the door and maybe it'll hold it in place or something?
Yeah, okay. Frostbite do damage?
Yes.
Go on, give us a damage roll. And
It's a con save.
assume it failed the con save.
It's only 3 damage.
So you managed to freeze the corners for a bit, and like you back away, kind of like looking and watching as like the corners are holding, and then the ice just and gives away, and the door closes. If you were to go back and try and lift it again, you can still move it. It's not like it's block sealed. It's just you guys would have to physically lift it again, doing another strength check.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll do a strength check.
And Malok, as you walk in, so just remind me, detect poisons.
Yeah. Detect poison and disease. For the duration, you can sense a presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You also identify the kind of poisonous creature or disease in each case.
All right.
The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
So, there is poison in here because I read it. Hold up.
Monkers.
So, character notices. So you, as you're walking down this corridor and sort of lined along the walls, you see these small little like tiny holes, relief holes, and that you get this sense of poison from within, like that would sort of come out of these holes for some reason.
Which
It's a
hole?
trap.
So can we do an investigation check to see if it's pressure plates or if we can see anything?
The trigger for it.
Sure.
Roll investigation, Lawrence.
What's this pit in front of us while he rolls? Is it literally just a pit with bars on top of it?
Alright, so I'll wait for the roll.
21.
I mean, the holes look like you could stuff something. Oh, sorry, there's no pressure plates that you can see at the moment. Like, there's nothing in the ground that you guys are standing on as you're checking it. Alright. So, in this room, if you look down at these bars, you can see that this is sort of like it leads to like what looks like a cell underneath, just like a almost like a jail cell underneath, with the bars on top that you can look down and peer into. In the room, these 4 stars that you can see, they're 4 statues of Omuan warriors. They're standing in the alcoves. They're overlooking the barred sort of pit that you're looking at in the floor. Each statue looks like it's meant to be holding some sort of a weapon, but the weapon's missing. They're all in like these combat poses with their hands empty. And on the far side of the chamber, you see this stone pedestal that stands fairly bare. There's a relief in the wall behind it that shows this sort of recess. It shows a monstrous jaguar with the 6 protruding snakes from its shoulders, the same as the Kamadan, fighting off a squat frog-like humanoid creature with a spear. It's this sort of like large combat, and it kind of looks like a grung that you guys ran into a couple of days ago. And to the left, you can see this narrow corridor leading down sort of another set of stairs into sort of a dark area.
Where does the poison come from?
Is there slits in the floor?
Ah, those things. Okay.
No, like
I'm not sure.
lining the walls. You sense like along the walls there's poison.
Oh, everywhere.
Yeah, yep.
Fuck that, bro. It's a gas chamber.
Actually, I lied. It's just the pedestal.
Oh.
The walls of the pedestal have holes, so you can sense the poison from in there.
Wait, so not the walls?
Just the walls of the pedestal.
Okay, so okay.
Well, it looks like we may need to find some weapons for these statues to put them in. So we may have to just move past this room and come back to it. I don't know if there's much we can do in here.
Why don't we ask Orvik?
Can
Dinner.
Corey's just trying to see over everybody's shoulders.
can I try and put my dagger on one of them, one of the statues, and see what it does?
Sure. As you do that,
I'm going to stand back.
nothing occurs.
Can you walk across these bars?
And I go, and I take my
You can
dagger
try and
out.
balance it. Like they're just metal, sort of solid bars. Like there's a big enough opening for you to fall through. You can walk around. Like there's a walkway around.
Can we see the bottom of the pit?
Yeah, you can see the bottom of the pit.
There's
And
nothing
does it
in
look
there.
like
Nothing
there's
interesting.
doors
It's
under
bare.
there?
You can kind of see
It looks like
the
there's-
archways opening to look like a passage that passes on either side.
Well, maybe it's like the last one. I'll jump on your back, Lawrence.
Can I investigate what these lines are if they do seem to be like some kind of?
It's a representation of the tunnel underneath. It's not a. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like a hidden line. To say that that's the passage underneath for the level below.
Can I have a look down into the cell, and can I see if the tunnel is blocked off by another set of bars from up here?
From this angle, you can't see. No.
Are you okay with me jumping on your back? Because I'm trying to jump on your back.
Fine, dwarf. Unless someone else has any better ideas.
There's
I'll just
Alright.
follow Win
Yeah,
across.
Go down.
So the stone pedestal, just for point, Orvex sort of being a bit nosy, looks at it.
He's gonna get us killed.
He's gonna die instantly.
He, like, just looking at it, kind of hints towards you guys that, like, this would be sort of where the cube would be, like, hidden in.
Placed.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, it sort of like has like a latched sort of closing that's like completely sealed. He doesn't touch it or anything. He just inspects it like from afar, looking around at it.
So were you saying that it's a slot for a key, or a key has been taken out?
There's no slots. It's just like a locked hatch. If you look around, that's where Moloch senses the poison. You can see all the little holes, like where the poison would spray out, and it's just a sealed, like latch door with no visible way to open it that you can see on the surface.
Okay. Well, I say we just go down and at least see what else is down there. I highly doubt that once we go downstairs, the poison will trigger. Now, I'm not the most intelligent guy, so I'm not 100% sure, but I'm willing to at least
Well, does
investigate
anyone have the
further.
ability to close up these holes?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, Lawrence, do you have any thieves' tools at all?
Didn't you have 2, Ray, at some point?
The frogs took it.
Those fucking frogs.
That's probably my favorite part of this whole thing.
I'm gonna kill them
We
all.
should've killed them. We should've killed them.
I only have some rope, so I have 50 feet of rope. Maybe
Did
one
you
of
take
us
everything
can-
except his rope?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I just don't have much. I don't have a
Never
thieves'
mind, Lawrence.
toolkit.
Like I said, I just went through and looked at things that had some sort of interest, and I was like, yep. Or food.
What do you guys want to do?
Thieves' tools.
All right, lads, let's get on with it. I start whipping the back of Lawrence and say, "Let's go."
Let's go downstairs.
Can I touch one of the bars?
Sure.
Does it move at all? Or
Nah, it's solid.
jiggle?
It's
And
like
is there anything at the bottom of the pit?
bare, just blank, nothing that you can see.
Okay, cool.
Um,
And they
right,
did they just walked over this without it?
Around, everyone walked around without any issues.
Oh, okay, I'll go around.
You can try and walk over if you
I
want.
was stuck in the passage, so I couldn't see everything that's going
Oh, okay. So,
on.
yeah.
Okay, I went around.
I just turn to Moloch and say, I like that touch where you convince the turtle to give you another piggyback. How'd you do that? In Dwarvish.
People are easy to manipulate, just like you.
Hey. That's not funny.
Hey, Dagoth, are we going this way now? Thank
Yes.
I do conjure flame, and I just kind of keep that up as a light source, as a bit of like basically like a torch.
Mm-hmm.
And if these spider webs I'm coming through are like in the way, I'm just going to kind of like cut through them with my flame hands, essentially.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, is it dark in here?
As you go down that corridor, it is.
Oh shit!
But
okay, fuck, hey.
I'm happy for Wynn to be the light source.
I can't see shit.
I'm providing light, so
You still
Thank
want to
you.
be on my back door?
Yeah.
what are these things on the wall here?
It's just more pictures of sort of like the Kamadan fighting the frog and like the frog holding a spear. Orvex tells you about the tale about how what's its name, Shigambi, and like the Grung stole the spear from Nagambi, and that's that's why they were fighting, constantly chasing after the Grung.
Sweet.
Daggle's holding up the queue.
You know what? With what's old mate's name?
Orvex.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at him and see that he's at the back, and I'm gonna be like, I've seen this all before, and I'm gonna tell him to walk in front of me.
All right.
I don't want him to be lost like one.
Yep. So crossing the pit. So looking in this pit, it's about 20 feet deep. You can see the bars above. You could fit about 4, I think 4 or about 6 of you in sort of this pit. It's
Can
quite
I push
snug.
people in front of me forward? Come on.
Everyone's in the pit. Um,
Oh, there's something in here, guys.
And
Can't
so
wait to see what it is.
going through to the other side, you can see what looks like more cells. I'm happy for you guys to just jump over each other to get sort of where you need to go. Orvex isn't at the back, assuming. So as you walk into this room, all right. So there's a hallway, and 4 cramped cells behind sort of the metal sort of bars that seem to be locked in place. The what are they called? The portcullises, the spikes that go down, like those doors that just sort of like fall from the roof down. They're like in place. And behind each of them, you can see what looks like a Chilton gladiator made of clay. Each of them are holding a bronze spear in one hand and a wooden shield in the other. And in the far side of the room, you can see 4 levers that are all sort of facing upwards.
So inside the room that's locked, there's a lever.
Yep. There's 4 levers. 4 cells, 4 levers.
Shall we go?
Well, can we reach in there? I'm assuming we can't get the lever from where we're standing.
No, the levers outside of the room with the gladiators in. But they're standing, like these clay statues are in the cells holding a spear and they've got a shield and they're just sort of standing there frozen. They don't move, react, or anything to your present. They don't do anything.
Is there any detect magic coming from them in this level?
Sure. You get a school of magic.
From the weapon or from the statue?
From the statue, let's call it transmute / enchantment.
Tell everyone, I think these statues are going to do something. I don't think we should all be in this corridor.
Okay, bye bye.
Maybe we can all go back into the biggest cell at the back. One person opens it and runs back and see what happens. And we do one at a time. It's my suggestion. Orvax, what do you think?
That sounds like a plan. I can't even see Orvax.
He's underneath me.
All right.
No.
Oh, I got pushed into a wall.
There he is. So Orvax decides to go with the plan and moves back.
Who's
He-
opening it?
Just asking you, like, he's like, where would you like me to position myself? Do you want me to go back up to the top, or do you want me to back to this corridor?
Just go back into the corridor a little bit, just behind all of us.
Okay. So he goes back into that corridor that you walked down the stairs. to
I'll
get through.
flank him on the other side.
Who wants to pull the lever?
Gronk.
Pull the lever.
Someone got it.
Mm.
I'm
pull
good.
the
Pull
lever.
on levels.
Yeah, so the last person to come out should be the one pulling the lever. So we should all be in this room.
All right,
I'm
dwarf.
gonna-
Do you want me to stand up, or do you want to do this?
I'm
not
gonna cover my.
gonna.
Who?
I'm not gonna leave you by yourself in this corridor while you pull a lever. Though I'm gonna be next to you.
So I pull by myself, or are you going to pull one as well?
Let's go one at a time. You go for it.
Okay. Which one do you reckon?
Koro has
Well-
their nose and mouth covered with a cloth. They're like their sleeve or something. Because they heard the talk of poison before.
Come pull the one closest to the door.
Pull it.
Who's
Pulls the lever. All right.
Do it.
As you do it,
Let's try
the
it.
first chamber starts
Okay.
to slowly rise. As it starts to get to the top, you notice this sort of like illumination from the eyes of the Chultan sort of occur. And it slowly starts to sort of move in your direction, just like in a walk.
Oh.
Dwarf. What do we do?
Well, I don't know. Are you going to get out of the way, or is he going to walk right through you?
So it's
I don't
moving.
have
It's
any
now
idea.
moving towards you. You've got a wall behind you, Lawrence. You can either move to the right or the left of it, because it's coming out of that chamber into you one way or another.
Dwarf, maybe we'll flank it if it.
So it's moving out, and it just keeps walking in this direction. And it's
I'm just going to go back as it moves towards me.
all right. So where's Dagoth?
Right
He's
there.
in the central
the-
chamber.
Oh yeah, he's under the 4D. That's why. One sec. All right. So as it gets into this chamber, it just stops in the doorway. So the end of the the opening of the archway, and there's a momentary pause as you guys start to hear the and two sets of bars fall from both the way you guys came in and to the back of the clay golem. As the bars hit the ground, so now the chamber's closed with only Dagoth, Malok, and Win in it. Lawrence and Koro and Orvex are in the hallways and they can't get into the chamber. Just as it hits the ground, the golem goes from this sort of just rigid walking sort of robot into full fluid movement, and it starts to attack at Moloch. So we'll roll initiative. Where's the turn order? There we go.
I was holding my action with my flame hand.
You've got the flame, yeah. So it's still like
I rolled a
in
natural one on my initiative though, but I was holding it for something.
clay golem.
21.
Are we all? Oh, right. So
Can I-
sorry, but was I cut off?
You
My,
can't
like,
you can't get into the
say
room,
the
but
bars,
yeah.
but I can still throw a dagger.
Yeah, you could still like throw,
Maybe.
or if it's like up against this wall, like because there's the alcove before it comes out into the opening of the pit, you could still hit you there.
So, are the bars between the stone golem and Lawrence?
Yes,
So,
So-
where I am, I'm blocking its movement.
you're in its way. Yeah, it couldn't move any further
Okay.
through you. Clay golem.
And it looks like it's about to attack more.
It's gone from just very sort of like passive to now like a full like defensive pose, as if it's getting ready to start attacking.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a turn. Sorry, just bear with me 2 seconds. It's gonna take. So has everyone re-rolled initiative?
Yep.
I got
Did you
21
say
and I've got my
reroll
rapier
initiative?
and my dagger.
Yeah, it's a new combat round.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, 1 sec. There we go. I lost the controls on it. Descending. What's your dex win?
+2.
Definitely go before it. All right. First up, Dagoth. So you see as it like pulls the shield up, its spear goes sort of taut, and it looks like it's ready to start a fight. So you get the intention of like hostility from it. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hold my my attack action with my rapier and my dagger until it tries to attack one of us.
Okay.
Then I'll attack.
So holding your action with your like melee,
Yeah, with my I got a rapier and a dagger.
you can only do one.
Oh no.
Huh?
I've got them both out. I'm just gonna have my hold my attack for the rapier.
Yeah. Okay. So holding your rapier
I just
attack.
wanna cool.
All right. Malok, you're up.
I look him right in the eyes and say, Baraknar.
Shield pops out.
Then I will cast Frostbite on him for a 14 con save.
Constitution save. Oh, sorry. Ignore that first one. That was just a straight con. So he fails. The 9.
Whew. All right. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Alright, it's a disadvantage. Cool. End of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, next up is Koro.
Well, can I push past this?
Yeah.
Parker?
Yeah, you can move past him. Like, you guys can travel past each other. It's like sharing a square sort of thing.
So if I
You can't get in, though.
no, I know I can't get past. What do you mean I can't get in?
You can't get into the chamber.
You got locked out.
Oh, why's that?
Because these bars came down on either side of the
They
chamber.
came down. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't. I thought it was just on their side. Sorry. Out of interest, could I use my sling through the bars at the top? Would that work? Are they wide enough apart?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. They're
So
huge.
instead of going
You
past,
could climb up and go down from the top if you went all the way around.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll start moving that direction.
Okay.
So that's 40. Hang on. What have 45, and then I'll just use my my action to move.
Yep.
As well. And I will say through the bars, I'll say down to Moloch. Well, so the bars aren't cutting off Moloch and the creature, are they?
No. The bars
So
are
Moloch
behind
can
the
move-
creature.
Okay, yeah, so Moloch can move in and then the creature could move in.
Well, Malok's already in the chamber.
Yeah, but the creature could
You
move
could
into
back
the
up.
chamber.
Yes. Well, no,
So
because Malok's kind of blocking the way. It'd have to move through Malok. Yeah.
I know. So Cora will say down, I can help if you move back and let him in. I can't hit him right now.
So, Cora, it's good for you up there. Maybe you want to get a rope ready just in case we need to get out quickly. Just keep that in the back of your mind.
Do you have one? Because I don't.
I could throw one up to you. We'll work this out later.
Okay.
But don't come down here.
I'm not planning.
I'll get you. If you're going to stand in the middle of the bars, I need you just to do an acrobatics check to see that you can balance on the bars without falling down and in.
All right. Yeah. Acrobatics. 17 plus 7.
Cool. No, you managed to stand on the bars and hold your position.
Thankfully.
Just
I'd be
do keep in
disappointed
mind
if
though,
I-
like if you're like trying to do stuff like fling stuff down, you will just have to do an acrobatics test to maintain your balance,
Yeah,
unless you can
that's
like
fair.
unless you can float, which you can. So just keep that in mind. All right. Is that your turn, Caro?
Yes.
All right, Lawrence.
So can I attack through the bars?
Yes, you can.
Cool. I'm going to attack, and because my trusty Moloch is right next to me, that counts as a sneak attack. So let's swing.
And you're flanking, so you get advantage on your attacks. No, you just roll the 220. You take the higher of the two as your choice of attack.
$15.
15 misses.
Okay, so I'll swing again
Yep.
with my offhand. Does that? Yeah. So if I hit him, does that mean I still get the sneak attack?
If you hit him, yeah, you still get sneak attack. This is all you've got is flanking advantage because you're on opposite sides to each other.
21.
21 hits.
Sweet.
So this would be the attack that you use your sneak attack for.
And there's no bonus.
But
Or
you
is
don't
there
get
a
the
bonus
you don't
on
get the
my
plus because it's
plus
a
on anything. Yeah. So it's just 13.
13 points damage. Poof. So without even looking at you, it dodges your first attack, which like surprises you completely. But then your second one, you like aim like a lot truer, knowing that it's still sort of aware of your presence behind it, and thrust it in. It doesn't have any reaction as it's just like clay and solid. But yeah, that's your turn. Next up is Win.
All right. I get up close to Moloch and kind of put my hand kind of like over him in front of the clay golem,
Mhm.
and I shoot my control flame.
Yep.
Into his face. I rolled a 24.
And a second one because you're attacking from melee range.
Oh, it's for yep. That one.
So just in like all the commotion, like manages to just like bump your hand sort of out of the way as the spell sort of comes towards it. It seems quite like an agile, fast reacting creature, like meant for fighting.
I'm gonna back up into the wall, but kind of leave my face out, just so I kind of know visually what.
Yeah.
I guess it'll give me cover, but I could probably still be hit.
Yeah, it can still see you because like you're Jay, same as you. Like you're still like within sort of melee range of it. It's quite a small space for you all to sort of be into. You can't get back
But
there.
if I but I can meld into stone.
Oh, so you've melded in?
Yeah, so I'm melding in just up to my face.
Okay. So your face is still poking out.
Yeah, so I can still be hit.
Yeah,
But
cool,
it would
cool,
probably
cool.
be harder.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. So the clay golem. mm, 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 mm. All right. So it's just gonna straight out start lashing at Moloch. So first thing it's gonna do is try and shield bash him.
Shield bash.
So that's 21 to hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be disadvantage, but it still hits anyway.
Yeah.
I'll cast.
Cast
So
shield.
I'll be 23 AC, so it doesn't hit.
All right. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Just strength, right?
Yeah, just straight strength.
12 AO.
Boom. So it knocks you prone. And then with its one hand, like with the spear in one hand, it's just going to jab at you 2 more times on the ground. So with the disadvantage, but the advantage of standing over you being prone, it's straight attacks.
It doesn't get disadvantage on. It's just the first one.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, that's probably going to miss anyway. So
Yeah, AC is still 23 from the shield.
23. So the second attack. Does the second one come through?
Yeah, it misses as well.
Cool. All right. Ooh, I missed that bit. All right. And it's just gonna move into like the side of that sort of room, out in the open now.
Can it move in through me?
Oh, I mean, you're knocked prone, and so you're not. It's like completely blocking the way out now. So,
Step over your corpse.
and it's still moving around you. But Lawrence does get an attack of opportunity because it has moved out of range of him as it starts to take off.
So that's just a swing. Do I get like it's just the one attack? Yeah.
Yeah. Still have the advantage, so you get to roll the 2 20s to see which one's better because you're flanking it.
$24.
24 definitely hits in your damage.
$7.
7 points of damage. All right. Do you guys want a minute?
It's probably best if you don't back up. Hey, oh no, he's already moved now.
I could throw. I've got my grappling hook with my rope, which I can throw up, or I've got manacles, and we could try and use manacles on him.
No,
I think
just
it probably
take him
wants
out.
an honorable fight.
Oh yeah, cool.
Trev, I'm pretty sure you can't be half in, half out with Melbourne to Stone. You might need to double check.
I'm also pretty sure that there's 4 golems that we have to fight.
Yeah. Or maybe we should have just not been in the way because maybe it would just do it itself.
How high
Out
is
of
the
character,
boss?
I thought the way that it was walking, it sounded like it was just going to go and put it where it needed to go. If people hadn't been in the road.
That's true. Maybe we could do that if the doors open after it perishes.
Maybe we could have one person down there open it and it walks through without nobody being in that area. But anyway, that's after.
Well, I think each of the 4 of them are holding a weapon that we have to defeat them. They'll drop the weapon and we'll put them in the statues up top, and then they'll unlock the box.
The
That's awesome.
Fulton's
That
here.
sounds
Yeah?
pretty good. Let's do it.
Dagoth, you're up.
Yeah, the statues are Thulton's, yeah?
Chilton's, yeah.
Children's.
Do you think I could pull off that trick that I did with the frogs with the spear?
You want us?
As in you're gonna try and take it?
And yeah, and Misty step up.
Give it a
How
crack.
high is that? How high is that? Those bars?
20 feet. It's only 20 foot up.
Oh, okay, cool. So I can Misty step upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna attempt to do that.
All right.
Cool. And hold the spear and Misty step up.
Cool. You move. The spear does not come with you.
Oh snap! Well, that didn't work out the way I planned, guys. I've still got my attack action, right?
Yeah. Misty
Yeah,
Stepper is only a bonus action, isn't it? So
Yeah, it is. Can I get my bows out? My bullets?
Yep.
And take a shot?
Sure.
I'll sharpshooter it. Does 17 hit?
17 does not. Oh yeah, 17 does hit. Yes.
Okay. And no one's next to him right now.
Yeah, Malok's next. Oh, Malok's no.
Is
No
he
one's
close?
no one's down. Yeah, no one's down giving
Yeah,
you
he's
sneak
close.
attack advantage. Yeah.
No one's high? No.
No.
He's moved.
18 damage.
18 points damage. You start to know like bits of it sort of crumbling away from where you're hitting it, being clay. So like bits of its body are sort of just like breaking away as like the arrows like lodging in and some clay sort of like falls down. End of your turn?
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright, Moloch, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Blur,
Blur, yep.
and that's my turn.
Jumping up as well, assuming.
Yeah, standing up.
Yep. Cora, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to take 2 attacks with my sling.
Yep.
Using Kenside's shot. Do I need to roll an acrobatics check as well?
If you're still trying to balance up on top, yeah.
Can I hit him while not... No, you know what? I'm going to just do it.
I should have got Daggle to do one as
Another-
well, my bad.
Oh yeah.
We could just assume you were like standing on the side because you would have landed on like
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
edges, so.
I just managed to press the close button on my window while I was pushing.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Okay. Let me bring back up my character sheet. Shit.
Get ready, Lawrence, you're next.
Okay.
Can
I'm gonna
I
just turn my voice activation.
attack at this angle or not?
Doesn't look like it.
No, yeah.
Okay, acrobatics 16.
16 passes, yep.
Cool. I'll do my 2 shots. Oh dear, I don't think I hit at all. 14 and 13.
So as you launch it down, it just locks him out of the way with its shield.
Shit. Alright, I'm done.
Lawrence, you're up. Can't attack
And
on
it's
this.
angle
It's
away.
still sort of around the corner, so you can't see it. Like,
I don't think there's really much I can do at the moment. I'll just go into my shell.
okay. Win.
Alright, I come out of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I sidestep just so I get a bit better shot, and I'm going to control flame,
Mm-hmm.
which is even worse than before. Well, not quite. It's a 10, so I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
Again, just putting its shield up in the way manages to block the damage.
And because I don't know if I can be semi-emerged, I'll just completely emerge into the wall for my turn.
Keep going in and out. All right. Moloch being the only one in the room, he's just going to go at you again. Same like rotation. He's just going to attempt to shield bash you. A 24.
With disadvantage because I cast Blur, so it misses.
Oh, 9. Yep. Okay. Again, do your strength save.
Fuck, fail.
So two like neutral ones, so a 14 and a 24.
So the 24 hits.
All right, so 13 points of damage, and that's the end of its turn.
13.
13 piercing damage.
Okay.
You guys want a minute, or you just have to keep rolling through?
Yeah, I want to tell Kane to pull another lever and come into the room with me.
How-
What if the gate doesn't go?
What happens if the gate doesn't go up?
Then
I
you're
can-
fucked.
I can
Well,
pull
then you
the,
can
the
just solo
furthest
that
lever,
guy.
and then I can hide. I can hide in the. So
You're not going to be able to hide in that tiny room.
So when the lever was pulled, are you saying those bars went down? He came out, and the bars went back up.
Yeah,
He
it
triggered the
activates.
bars coming down.
You can
And the
pull
last one
lever
didn't do
Okay.
anything until he got
We
in
should
the
pull the
chamber.
I
lever.
don't think it's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea. You should do it. Because that way you'll get into the fight and, everyone can just shoot from above down on these two things.
One way or another, he'll get into a fight.
Unless you want to stand behind the
Just-
bars for the next 20 rounds.
No, I will. I will pull lever. and I'll
Oh, God.
fight it.
But you gotta
as much
you
as
gotta
I
come
can.
into the room quickly, right?
Can you get
Yes,
into the
if
room?
if it opens. Hopefully it opens.
Hopefully.
Shit, bro.
That's your call.
God, man.
All right. First up. Wait, it's not your turn, Kane. Dagoth, you're up.
Okay. So I was like, damn, this guy's hard to hit. And I'm gonna take another sharpshooter shot. For 18 this time.
Hits, roll damage.
Max damage, man. 28.
Noise.
And I'm gonna action surge as well.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, do it to him.
Shit, 16.
Misses.
Fuck.
So after that first hit, like, smashes into its shoulder and a big chunk of clay falls to the ground, it just turns up and holds its shield in your direction.
I say, I hang in there, guys.
Alright. Malok.
Alright, so I stand up.
Yep.
Uh, I'm gonna cast False Life at level 3 on myself.
Okay.
So those are reasonable.
Hit points jump up.
So I get 16 points of health back.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Alright, Koro.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, no, never mind. It came back. I couldn't see anything for a second. Yeah, same old. Two attacks again from the top.
Just do your little acro, make sure you don't slip down.
Yeah. 16.
Yep,
Again.
still good. Quite
Okay,
gracefully
concentration.
balancing.
I mean, it's kind of my jam. I'm assuming at some point I'll fail, but, you know. I'll take it when I... If I could just roll! One of those is a natural 1. The other is 15 plus 7, so that will hit.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeesh. 11 damage.
11 points of damage. So it sees the first one coming and it manages to like move its head out of the way, but it's just in the same path of the second one coming. You square it right in the face, and like the clay nose sort of like falls away from it.
Oh, okay, I'm done.
Alright. Lawrence, you're up.
When could
I
you
can't hear you. I'm in the wall.
potentially?
Literally inside the wall right now.
Moloch, can you ask Win to see if he can heal me before I potentially
Moloch,
foolishly
yeah,
pull this lever?
You can't hear Moloch either.
No.
No, but when Moloch, when Win comes out of his form, if it happens before I see it, Moloch's there, right? So Moloch, can you let Win know to heal me before I foolishly potentially do this?
I don't think you'll be able to. You're around the corner, dude. You're out of line of sight.
He goes after you, so unless you hold your action to pull the lever, which you could do, but you can't move as well. I think you can only move or hold your action as the reaction. So you'd have to do it on your turn, and that'll be before Win goes. So Win can't. You know, you got to.
Yeah.
No, but can't I tell you that information through the bars?
Yeah. Whatever.
You
So,
have to
yeah,
wait a
I'll-
turn, though.
Yeah.
And also, he can't see you because you're down a corridor and he can't get to where you
Like we can communicate that as whatever, but he's not going to be able to heal you before you pull a lever, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. If I
He might be
pull
able
the
to
lever
heal
now.
you after you pull the lever and run into the room on his next, because he's after you, so he's going to go next. So he might be able to do that, and you can communicate that, but
we
you
can
can't
hold
do
your
it
action.
before you pull. So
what
either
I'll
you
do
pull it now
is-
and you do it, or you don't.
Yeah, I won't pull it now. I'll just wait. Maybe
Hold
you
your
guys
action
will.
to do it. If you
No,
get
but then
hit.
he can't move and pull.
He has to get
No.
to there to be able to pull the next lever. So
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to go on my shell and just see if you guys can take him out before, before Win comes back. But if not, in the next couple turns, I'm just going to pull it and fight.
Win, you're up.
Right, I come barreling out of the wall again.
Where did the lion for his heels?
Yeah, the turtle wants heals.
No, it's what
okay.
heals.
Is it
Oh,
all of us
I
at
didn't
once?
do
It's
that.
everyone's heels.
I go this side here. I action. Do my control flame.
Yep.
21.
Hits.
11 damage.
Yeah, it's really starting to look sort of broken, and like you see bits are sort of missing out of its leg and sort of arm and face, and it's looking pretty close to crumbling.
I turn to Lawrence. I'm like, Lawrence, this guy's almost dead. Can you wait around? Then maybe we can rest for an hour.
Sure
Or do you
thing,
want me to
Win.
burn a spell?
All right, that's your turn.
I'll wait.
Clay Gladiator gonna go through his same thing again. Swing his shield at Moloch. An 8, so he's gonna miss. Still got to do the DC strength save.
Even on a fail?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Fall to my
Let
ass.
me double check. But I'm fairly sure it's
Yeah,
still.
because if it doesn't hit, how does it fucking knock me?
Why isn't it coming up? It's just like a feat. Wait a sec.
Oh, like that shield master feat?
Yeah, I think it's the same like effect. It just says if the target's medium or small creature, it must succeed on a DC strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Alright.
That's what I'm going off. I can't find. Hold on, it's not in anywhere else. So it's pushing you back. It's just not doing any damage as it's doing. Just did you fall over again?
Yeah.
Isn't strength your thing?
No.
Oh, okay. So neutral, a 21 and a 12.
21 hits.
11 points of damage.
Alright.
Another round. You guys chat.
So when you want me to hold
So
off,
just hold off. Then we'll take an hour. Everyone can take an hour rest. Use the hit dice, whatever they need. Then you'll heal up, and then after that, we'll just burn through all my spells just to get rid of these clay monsters.
all right. Are you good with that, Moloch?
I don't care.
If you guys are ready, you can go. Dagoth, you'd be first up.
Shoot a shot. Fucking 9. Damn it.
Blocks it with its shield.
It's my turn.
That's it. Malok.
Boom blade. Hits. 24.
Hits, roll damage.
Ooh, 14.
How do you want to do it?
Just smash his face.
so you get up and just like uppercut him with your hammer from like the prone position and like just like pierce like sort of through the clay, shatters into like a million pieces. As you do it, the clay sort of like breaks into like stone flying through the air and then just like dissipates. The shield as well just dissipates and there's nothing left, but the spear itself falls to the ground, clangs on the ground, ding, 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 ding. And then the two gates that were closed start to retract back up. So you've got a spear now lying on the ground there.
Okay. Yeah, just about that shield bash thing, right? So, reading it says
Only if it hits.
hit, it does damage, and if the target is a medium small creature, must be like I'm assuming that comes into play if it hits.
Only if it
Because
hits.
if you look at anything else where
Yeah.
it's an attack and it hits like a grappling tentacle or something, I feel like that only works if it hits, right?
Yeah, okay.
If you look at something like that. But yeah, anyway. I'm going to communicate to the group. It looks like we need to defeat all these statues and get the weapons and put them in the statues upstairs. That's what I'm gathering from what we just saw.
Alright, do we all want to take an hour break? We all seemed a little banged up, a few of us.
Who's that? Well,
That way we can
are
recover.
once we recover, do these gates retract slowly or do they go quick? I wasn't paying attention.
He said they came up straight away. I want to urge everyone to do it immediately because I casted Blur. It only lasts for a minute, so I want everyone to instantly pull another thing, and then that way I don't waste a few second level spell slots. And everyone in that time could run out and go up the top if they want to just hit it from range. I'll stand in the middle by myself and tank it, and we can take a rest after they're all dead. And if I look like I'm gonna die, then I'll just die in the pit in the middle.
I will fight with.
If
Yeah.
if we do a short rest first, I can Misty Step you out of there if it gets dicey.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
He just doesn't want to waste.
Can we
his-
stab it through the gates?
What does the team want to do? I'm happy to do whatever, but I'm staying.
Like we did at the start of the fight, we can wedge it in here in the middle of these bars, and Kane can stab it from the back if he wants, and then I'll just attack it from the front. Everyone else can hit from range. It's up to you guys, but I want to do it like as soon as I can to get the most out of this 1 minute that my spell lasts for.
Who's
If you bring it to the middle of the room, all four of us could be around it and hit it from four sides.
Yeah, but then it opens
I would-
everyone else up to attacks, and if everyone wants to take a short rest, I'm guessing that people are
Okay.
low on hit points, or is that not the case? I don't know.
Out of character, I'm just half as useful right now, but that's fine. It just means we're going to kill it potentially slower, which means you're going to take more hits. But if you're happy with that, then we can. Those of us who can stay up here can stay up here.
Yeah.
I don't mind. It's just like I thought you guys want to stay out of harm's way, but if you want us to be in the
I couldn't
middle,
get to it. I wanted to.
if everyone wants to just surround it in the middle of the chamber and spank it, then I'm cool with that.
Well, we have 3 left, so
Yep.
I'm down for whatever. I'm a little hurt, a little bruised up, but I'll fight.
I'll
I'm gonna
stay.
jump down through when it's my turn, and I'll.
I can
I'll
still.
go pull a level if you
Sure,
like.
no
I'll do some casting to prep to heal some people up if you want before then.
Lawrence, maybe let me pull it so that you're not in the first. You're not going to get hit so much because I haven't been hit yet. Let me pull it.
Well, they it seems like they don't hit until they're in the chamber, so
Yeah.
you can
So
pull
I'll
it,
pull
run
it
in
and
the
run.
chamber. And,
Yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah. All right, Coro. I'd
I'm
appreciate
still
it.
healthy. Okay, we're good. I'm just going to have to get through the passage, so you're going to have to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action cast Healing Spirit, and I'm gonna put that down. You could probably put the unicorn down, to be honest. Whoever passes
Does
through it.
anyone want to throw in grab the spear and put it in the slot to see if something else happens, or do we just want to grab them all first?
We'll just grab them all. We're down here.
Let's do it.
Just go to the back of the room so that he's forced to come into the room to attack you, so that he's not just stuck in the doorway there. Because he can hit
Yeah.
you both from the doorway, and then we can't.
Okay, I'm putting the Healing Spirit
Yep.
in its back left-hand corner. Anyone who wants to heal literally just runs over it and gets +6.
Oh, really?
Right here.
Yeah, but don't stay on it. Walk into it and move out of it. Somebody else
Is
can
it?
I want to
Yes.
be. No, I'm sorry.
anyone who enters it for the first time on their turn.
Is Discord acting the fool for all of you?
I think I'm fine.
I'm just hearing people breaking up left, right, and center, and I've only got 2 bars in Discord.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
because
doing
of
a
the
little bit to
fucking
me.
Singapore server we have to use for Aaron.
Well,
Well,
Aaron's
yeah,
not
we
here.
can-
Can we change it for now? I'm gonna change it if you're
I changed it.
okay.
But yeah, it still might fuck up. But,
Well,
yeah.
I've got full bars now, so we'll see.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I have full bars.
All right, so this has to happen very quick if I want to get any usage out of my 1 minute spell.
Let's do it.
So is everyone cool to? As soon as Win casts that, I yell, "Hey guys, let's do it quick!" And then Cora runs in, pulls the lever, and runs back out really quick. So we'll waste how many turns? 2 or 3 turns doing that, I guess.
Let's do it.
If that's cool.
Are we rolling initiative again or keeping the same?
Just keep it.
Keeping the same.
You guys can
Alright, well,
hold your first action though if you want.
Yeah, sweet.
So
So
Cora, do
they're
you
all
wanna pull it?
holding to me. Can I go now? Can I?
if you want to pull it,
Yeah, I'm happy to.
Dare
Go
to
for
pull
it.
all 3.
So I'm going to
Do
jump
it.
down through the bars. I actually can't
I'll
see.
bursting out of them and everyone else.
I double dare ya.
Dash. Step of the Wind is dash, and
You're telling
I
me.
should know,
Yes.
know my shit. I never use it.
You have enough movement to get there. You just need movement to get back out because we're not in combat right
No,
now.
no,
You
this
just
isn't
got to
combat
beat the
yet.
golem out. You
Yeah.
just got to beat him out.
And the
Yeah,
co-
no,
doesn't
that's
matter.
what I'm checking. So
You
I've
get
used a full movement to get there, and now I'm going to spend a key point as bonus action to use Step of the Wind so that I can use my action to pull the thing and then get back.
it walks out. It doesn't rush after you. It doesn't move hostile
You
straight
have
away.
time.
Yeah,
Just-
you don't need
It
to
just
spend
walks
the key
like a
point
robot. Yeah.
Okay.
because we're out of combat now, so you can just walk over there. You
Oh,
don't need
cool.
to-
Oh,
Yeah.
well, but I also probably have to use my reaction to. I have to reduce the fall damage I take to nothing. So I'll do that because I'm jumping straight down 20.
I could just assume you walked around, but if you've jumped out, that's
I
fine.
could
I'll
catch
jump
you.
down,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
not
can
that
Wait,
far.
take
can
no
you
fall
tie-
damage.
tie-
I do 3-point
tie-
landing as a monk, so I'm
Tie a rope around its its leg so it trips.
good. All right, I pull the lever. Crumb.
Okay, pulling the lever, go.
I have
So
full
you gotta,
lever.
yeah.
Combat hasn't started. It's just like the
Oh,
chamber
okay, I'm
started
back.
to
Yeah.
like lift up really slow. Like there's heaps of time for you to get back before
Okay, okay.
it gets to there and it just stops. The bars start to descend again, so you guys now like would be your chance as like it's still sort of just standing there waiting.
I
Bars again.
sneakily run out of the room.
I'll wait until I can see it.
Yep, bars down, so now it's going full combat. You guys.
So we're holding actions?
Well,
Is
I'm
that
saying
weird?
now would be the chance before it's about to start
Okay,
going.
yes, we're all holding actions.
I'm shooting at it.
All right, so go. Anyone that's doing their action has only now to do it before it starts turns.
Okay, con save 14.
All right.
21.
Wait a sec. Oh, sorry. Ignore that first roll because it didn't click the right button. Yeah. So, how much damage?
5 damage.
5 damage. Dagoth, what's your damage?
I haven't rolled the
I've
damage.
got 8 damage, 21 to hit.
8. Yep.
16.
16 misses.
19.
19 points of damage.
Now, anyone who's low on health, don't forget to run through that statue because you get
Alright.
6 every turn.
And Dagoth,
Oh,
it's
per
your
turn. But we're still
Yes.
on the same turn. Sorry.
I think because we're holding actions, we can't move as well. We could do.
Nah, you've got to
attack
be.
or
Yeah,
run.
It's just a reminder.
I failed my roll, right?
Cool.
Because that's what I had to do. I still had to roll, do the hold action, right? Is that right? I still had to roll.
are you throwing a dagger? It's about all you could do from there because you're not
Oh, no.
in a space to
I was
melee
just-
it.
I was just following whatever it was doing.
Yeah, okay. So Dagoth, it's your turn. Combat has now started. So as you all like let go of your attacks all at once, it comes completely active like almost instantaneously. The bars haven't even completely hit the ground yet. They're almost there, but just that first moment that you guys hit it, it went full rage mode.
Good to know.
Sharpshooter. 17.
So as a reaction, it parries.
Oh. I guess like that's it.
All right. Next up, Malok.
Would you have a rough estimation on how long my blur would last?
I'm going to assume you... Oh, wait. Because you started last turn, didn't you? Or like
Was
last
it the
combat?
last
Last combat? How many
second
rounds?
last?
It's been 1 round or 2 rounds in between.
2 rounds plus... What's the time frame on it?
It's a minute, so I get 10.
Yeah, but how long were you guys planning? So...
Well, that's why I said we could just instantly do it straight away.
Yeah, okay. Because
I think
also...
we still have
If you want to call that everyone took too long, that's fine.
I'd say you've got 2 rounds left, just because of the time for the planning, the coordination, communication. So...
Okay.
Plus the bonus round that you guys took, and the fact that it has to walk out, down, and around, which would be slow, not fast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So you've got 2 rounds left of that, and when you would have lost a round of your like spirit healing out of the 10 rounds that you get.
Yep.
To hold that action because you would have had to cast it first. All right.
So Lawrence could have stepped in and out of it an extra time.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna, on my turn, use my movement to go to the unicorn and get the D6 back.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna come back to my spot and cast frostbite on it again. So it's a 14 con save again.
Is it ever gonna save? Nope.
Cool. Ice cold. 7 damage. And disadvantage on the one next attack.
All right. That's your turn. So the golem just sort of rushes into the center of the room. It's going to try and shield bash you, Malok. We will play it that only if it hits, it knocks you down. Just to... I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't want it to have an advantage if it's going to make it hard. So it's only a 17 to hit.
Yes.
Alright. It's going to turn. And just an attack like with its spear twice more. A 20 and a 15.
at whom?
At Malok.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no, sorry, it's
I'll use
16.
my-
Sorry, it's a 16 because of the blur. So both of those are going to miss.
Okay, cool.
And that's the end of its turn. Cora, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to take a side step so that Malok can again get to the unicorn statue if he wants to.
Yep.
I'm going to unload on this motherfucker.
Alright.
I'll do flurry of blows as well, so I'll roll them all. I am rolling like absolute balls. 13 doesn't hit. 11 doesn't hit. 18?
Hits.
Okay, and 17?
Hits. Both hit.
Hits. Okay, well, I guess 2 out of 4 ain't bad or great. Alright. So that's 12 damage from both.
12 points of damage. This one's already looking pretty average. You guys are just unloading on it.
Alright. And holding dagger in defensive position. Win.
Win, you're up.
17. Career flank.
Yep, hits.
11 damage.
11 points of damage. All right. Lawrence.
Lawrence, stand on
Yeah.
the unicorn for a split
Yeah,
second
so
and
I'm
get
gonna
off
move-
it.
I'm gonna heal.
Yeah, beautiful.
You can just roll a 1d6 and kill that.
Push to talk.
Cool. And now I'm gonna attack.
So with advantage because you're flanking with Malok.
Yep. And then sweet. So let's do it. It's not bother, not even bother. So I'm going to roll again for my bonus action, and then does that count still as advantage with my?
Yeah. So all your attacks get advantage to hit while you're flanking.
$24.
Hits.
Four.
Plus your sneak attack damage.
Hey. $16.
16 points of damage on top of that. All right. You just hack into the back of it. It's looking pretty rough. Next round. I take it you guys don't need to talk. You guys are all over it. So Dagoth, go.
Sharpshooter.
Yep.
Does that will that unicorn reach me up here?
No, you've got to climb down in to touch it.
Never mind.
I can move it up to
I've
you.
got a
and
rope
just
for
nobody
you.
else.
Dagoth, take my rope.
17.
17 again. It does its shield parry.
God damn it.
Just-
I'm gonna bonus action surge.
yep.
I mean not action surge. Second wind to get health back.
All right. Malok.
20 hit.
Yep. Is that with advantage?
No.
Because you're flanking.
Yeah, it's as good as it gets. Though.
Yep. 20 hits. Roll Zamor.
6 damage.
6 points of damage. Alright.
You know what we should be doing? We should be rotating around him as we go so that every one of us is flanking on our turn.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. I'll move over here, I guess.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, well, thank you.
Move
There you
the
go.
unicorn.
Or can I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, I'll go around through the unicorn as well. So I'll go around anti-clockwise.
But won't that...
And I'll
You
heal.
can't go through Lawrence, though.
You can move through as long as you don't.
It's
stab.
double the movement to go through Lawrence. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
So I won't have enough. Yeah, I
5,
know.
10,
Okay,
15,
don't worry
20.
about that healing then. Alright, that's my turn.
Oh,
Alright.
wow.
Moving around the goal. Oh god. So being like slashed in its back, it's just going to turn towards Lawrence and lash out at him. So first one, it's going to shield bash for a 25. So that's definitely going to hit. I need you also to make a strength saving throw, Lawrence.
It's like 6.
Okay, so you're prone now. So the first attack is a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. The second one is a 26. So you've taken 20 points of damage.
So uncanny dodge gives me 10.
Does it only work on one attack?
Yeah, it'll be
Yes.
anyone.
So I'm going to assume you only said it on the last one because that's when you said it. So that 12 turns into a 6, so it's 14 points of damage. You'd need to say it on the attack that's occurring, just in case in the future.
Okay. So
yeah, because you've got to
so
pick.
You can't just wait.
And then pick which one's worse. Yeah, you've got to say that like I'm gonna uncanny dodge that 40 damage, even if the next one's 48, sort of thing. Like yeah, and it's also not your fault because I'm doing it quite quickly. So that's the end of its
turn. What was
turn.
that again? Was that?
So what did we say? 14 points damage. Yeah, total. And you're prone. Next up, Koro.
Okay.
Flanking.
I'm going to take 2 attacks at advantage.
Yep. The joys of flanking.
Well, good lord. I'm really rolling. Well, there's a natural 20 in there, so I can't complain. But on the other one, I did a 1 and a 3.
Oh, God.
And on the dice that I rolled the natural 20 on, I rolled a 1. So, fucking hell. A whole very 6 damage.
6 damage on.
So is that
Natural 20, boy.
with
What?
advantage? Is that
That's
for
with
attack?
advantage. So on the one that I got the natural 20 on, though, that damage dice, I rolled a natural 1. So it only doubles to 2. So the ball. Okay. How's he looking?
Hurting it bad. Bits are falling away. Barely standing.
All right. I see what Moloch just did to give me a leg up, so I will then move around 1 for Lawrence to.
All right. Win, you're up.
I rolled a 19 to hit with my Create Flame. And
Yep.
12 damage.
12 points of damage. All right. Yep.
That's it then.
That's it. Lawrence.
Okay, so just 1 second. I'm just gonna get some health.
You know what? Do your attack first and then move.
Yeah, because you're going to have to move opposite Moloch for him to have advantage next. If we
Gotcha.
continue this round and round. And then you'll move through it anyway.
All right, it's time to get some redemption. Sorry, I need music. Okay. No attack. Gonna swing my sword right at its face.
Go for it.
Looks like a 1.
It's 14.
Misses.
Was that with advantage? Yeah, with
All right.
advantage. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take another swing. So I can take another swing and then move to give Moloch the thing because I've still got movement. Okay, cool. Let's do that.
You know that advantage means you take the higher one, right?
$24.
24 hits. 4 points of damage.
4 rolls. Here we go.
Why 4 rolls?
He's doing
Because
sneak
of
attack.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he just did 4 rolls on these dice for his attack. I'm like, he's rolling a lot of damage. He's just rolling to hit.
If it's more than 6k and you kill it. before the maths takes over.
13.
Yeah, cool. How do you want to do it?
I want to use both my swords and cut off its head.
All right.
Yeah.
So doing your like whole like Leonardo like flippy thing, you just dismember like the clay head. The same thing. It sort of like hits the ground and then just sort of disintegrates into nothingness and disappears. The rest of the the gladiator disappears. It's just left with the shield, the spear on the ground. So there's now 2 spears lying on the ground because no one's picked them up.
As
Good work.
as we get ready
Sure.
for the next set, I pick up the spears and hand them to what was his name?
Orvex.
Orvex. Now hang on to these.
Okay, he takes both spears.
We don't want to like trip on one of these spears.
The least he can do is be useful.
Right?
All right,
Next.
combat's done. Guys are
You
getting
guys
the hang of
wanna
it
do
now.
another
So
one? Now whoever needs healing, stand in my what's it called?
Unicorn.
Still haven't been hit yet. Are we doing another one? I'll do another one.
I run down to the unicorn.
do 'em
I can-
both.
Doesn't matter. We're all 1 or 2.
How long does a unicorn last?
A minute.
Ooh, it's gonna be over.
It's got like another 7 rounds, depending on how long you guys take to think about the next thing. Rounds are going to tick down.
You got one now? 1
Let's
or
do
2?
it.
1 or 2?
Pull
I'm
it!
going. 1 or 2?
I don't know what
Let's
that
go
means.
all of them. Let's do it.
Oh, 2. Oh.
YOLO!
Pull them both.
You pulled them both. All right. So, both start to raise. And they
Big
both.
Bag, let's get back
I
up
go
there.
back up top.
Hold in action! To attack.
Holding action. We had that round and round the mulberry bush going real good there. I think that's a good plan.
We're going to go with
It's gonna be
6
harder to
turns
do.
on the unicorn.
Yeah.
As they start to walk towards me, I'll cast blur as they get in the chamber. As like the hold action thing.
Yep. So you get 10 rounds of it.
Everyone pull back to the back of the room so that they don't get stuck in the door.
Do I get more health?
One walks like a bit forward and one sort of loads in behind it. Chambers come down. You guys can do your... So it's starting to lower. They're still just standing there. Starting to lower.
From
All right, so unloading on your attacks.
12
I'm
damage.
blurring.
Moloch's blurring. Yep.
12 damage on the
Um,
front one.
I
What was your hit?
I rolled a 16 plus 7, so it would be over 20.
Yep.
I hit with 7 damage on the front one.
7 damage. Yep. No, nothing from Dagos, nothing from Lawrence.
I was gonna do a piercing arrow at it.
Okay.
Yep. Which is a DC 11 Dex save.
Dexterity.
So anything in that line will get the that doesn't save will get hit.
Rolled an 11.
But
Oh,
isn't
no.
it broken?
Both of them have to roll.
Wait, I'm confused. Sorry. So
They both save.
I can
Ah,
throw
damn.
my dagger.
Yeah,
You could,
yeah,
but then you
yeah.
wouldn't be dead.
So I can throw my dagger before combat. Is that correct?
Yes, it's,
Yeah,
everyone's
but-
getting one chance because the second everyone starts attacking, they're gonna start attacking back.
Okay.
So it's like
All
split
I'm
second.
I'm gonna roll. I have to roll, yeah?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that correct?
Always got to roll. Keep rolling.
24.
24 hits, raw damage.
Just have to remember your daggerless.
Is there any sneak attack? Because I'm flanking. in a sense?
Isn't
What are you
sneak at...
flanking?
I'm adjacent to the front one.
True.
No, but because I'll read it.
Yes, because I'm adjacent.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't need advantage on attack.
Yeah, you
Oh, it hasn't attacked yet, so you get advantage because your assassin ability, but you've already hit anyway. But
Yeah, that's correct. So I can roll again another 3 times.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
There's 3 there.
Dang it, I
Oh.
got so keen to pull 2 levers that I forgot I was going to ask for like a 2-minute break. 2-minute bathroom break. No,
Quickly
late
go
now.
run. There's like
no,
2
it's
turns.
fine. I'll survive.
it's 13.
13 points of damage. All right. That first one just gets absolutely hammered. As it's, and so combat Dagoth, you're up. Push to talk.
Another piercing arrow shot. DC 11. Dex.
11 and 16.
Yeah, that's my.
So it doesn't do any damage? Like half damage on a fail save?
I think it dodges it. That's what it's.
Actually, it's half damage on success. Oh man.
Well,
Yeah.
what's
half
its damage?
Can I add my sharpshooter shot to it? Or no?
It's a dex
No.
save, so no.
because it says you
No.
don't make an attack roll for the.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That is 14.
Halved?
Sorry.
Is it halved?
Ah,
So 7.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7.
And the same for the back one?
Um.
Or does it only hit the front one? Or is it in both?
Both half.
So yeah, even if they succeed, you still do damage with your bow plus the extra d6 is just halved.
Yeah. 10.
So half of 10 and then half of 14
Yep.
to both?
Well. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Two. One has one's 7. One is 5.
So Ray, when you do this, right, instead of rolling to attack to hit, you're just making them make the save, and if the save succeeds, it's just like hitting with an attack with an extra d6. And because it travels in a straight line, it hits both of them. So it's like you're hitting both with an attack, but because they passed both of them, you're basically
Oh,
just
then
doing
it'll just
whatever
be
a
it'll just be
normal
the straight
attack
7
damage
then.
would be, plus a d6 halved because they saved.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll just be 7 for both then.
Okay. -2. All right. There we go. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, Moloch, you're up.
Beaming blade on the guy near me.
Yep.
I miss. Baraknar, and that's my turn.
All right, Cora, you're up.
Yeah.
Dealing with the cat.
So the one closest to me looks pretty rough.
I mean, it's hurting. It's not. It's been hit pretty hard. Like you guys launched everything at it, so it's been hit quite a few times already.
I'm just going to do 2 more sling attacks. I don't want to I don't want to get right up in its grill.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna get up in its grill. I'm gonna go to here so that Moloch can have it, or Lawrence can have, or someone can have a chance of advantage. And then I will do 2. 13, which doesn't hit. An 18.
Hits.
Nice. That's 9 damage.
9. Yep.
Still up.
Yeah, it's nowhere near death. Like it's still looking quite strong.
I will do Flurry Blow.
Yep.
Okay. No.
No. Just not.
Natural 1 and a 6.
All right. End your turn.
Yep.
All right. First one's just gonna run center of the room. And swing at Malok because he was the first one to have a swing at it.
Fucking love you, Malok.
Shield bash. A 23 to hit. Oh no, a 9 because you're blurring. The 2 melee attacks, a 17 and a 13.
Miss.
Miss. You just blur out of the way of it. That's the end of its turn. Second one just comes in, goes for Koro. Shield bash. It's a 16 to hit.
Miss. Well, my AC is 16, but I have my dagger up, which gives me a +2. So miss.
Alright. And those both miss as well. So that's the end of its turn.
Clip.
Win, you're up.
All right, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Oh, does a 12 hit?
No.
And I miss, and that's my turn.
And Lawrence, you're up.
So do I get another 6 points?
Yeah, this is a fresh turn.
Yeah, but make sure you move out of it so other people can stand it. Yeah.
You're currently flanking that one with Koro as well, so take your attack before you move.
Okay. Should I aim for the other one or no? Fuck it. All right. Question: if I kill that one, if it dies and there was still points remaining, that can't go on to the next one.
No, it doesn't work like that.
All right. All right. Let's take a swing.
Here comes the math expression. To looking up to God and hoping he rolls good on the next one as well.
The Dutch gods.
Back to math. Yeah, I hit. Oh, yeah. That was pretty good. More math. Followed by a roll.
24.
Yeah, that
But
hits.
that's my off arm.
Yep.
$11.
11.
And then I'm going to move here.
Hey,
That's it.
Dagoth, you're up.
I'm gonna take a shot with no sharpshooter at the one at the front.
Yep.
$19.
And parry.
Oh my god, man.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Malok.
Booming blow.
Front one or the side one?
The
Oh, the one you're flanking with Lawrence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
I got a 20 and another 20.
Oh god.
It's not very good. What's that? So 12 damage total.
Minus 12. It's starting to look pretty rough.
And I'm gonna move around here.
And that one's going to take an attack of opportunity on you as you run away.
Oh yeah. But I'm gonna move back to that spot as well.
Wait, so you didn't move?
No, I
still
moved,
moving.
but I'm moving back.
Oh, you wanted to heal.
because
Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah, I can't.
You're confident
wanna
in your
get stuck.
blur capabilities as like it just thrusts out at you. The 15 misses.
Cool.
Koro.
So, out of interest, I know that I can now do it with friendlies, but can I do it with enemies if I take double movement to move through this?
No, you can't move through an enemy.
Only
Oh.
through a friend.
I'll move to there for you.
Okay. Okay.
You guys
Yep.
are just doing this little dance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's
I
what I was
mean-
thinking. Instead of going into the unicorn, I come back and then I can. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why I don't see more people doing this because when you've got an odd number of melee, or like more than 2, this is great.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you can move
well-
around an enemy without
Yeah.
getting
It
opportunity.
is more
attacks, so-
complicated with 2 because you might leave one of their combat ranges, but
Anyway.
it's still pretty good. Okay, I'm rolling.
The dwarves did it really well to Leon.
yeah,
Well,
there was the
What
first
do you need from
exposure.
me? I'm rolling like ass. I need to leave. I
I
need
feel
to
Ass
disinfect
rolls
and
suck.
purify and cleanse my
At
dice.
least you
Anyone
don't
got
keep
sage?
getting parried.
15 and wait. Yeah, nah. 15 and then something even lower. The biz. Yeah, I'll do another fucking flurry of blows. Well, 1 hit. That's nice. 17 plus 7.
All right. On that one,
Uh,
the lower one. Yeah. It has
Yeah,
to be.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
Moloch. Yeah. Sorry. Yep.
Yes. And that will be 8 damage.
-8 damage. Cool.
And I'm tapped.
End turn.
Yeah. I get. Oh wait, no, I'm moving. Am I moving? I mean, technically, Lawrence can't do anything with his bonus action that's useful. So if he were to disengage to go to flanking position, then he'd be fine. So I'm good.
All right. So they're just first one's going to attack at Lawrence. Shield bash. It's 25 to hit. You need to make a strength saving throw. Is he with us still? Gone. Okay, so I'm just going to assume he's prone. That's 8.
Hey, I'm here.
Are you?
Your cam's is your
Can I
cam
see my
gone
camera?
or something? Yeah, no.
Oh, okay, use my camera first. Okay, so I got 20. So that's
All right, so he's
say-
still standing, but you take 8 points of damage, and the first 2 attacks, it's a.
Okay, I'm gonna uncanny the first attack.
All right, so you take 4 points of damage from the shield bash. The first melee from the spear is 12 piercing damage, and the second one is another 12, so it's 24, and 4 is 26 points of damage.
So it attacks 3 times.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep, Gladiator can make 3 melee attacks. So the shield bash is the first, and then the spear with one-handed is the second 2.
Okay. Ouch.
Yeah, 26 points.
Victor. Oh.
And the same's going to go towards Koro. So the first is a shield bash. It's only a 9 to hit, so that's going to miss. The 2 spears, 10 and a 13. All right,
Nope.
that's their turn. Win, you're up.
All right. Same as before. 17.
17 hits.
This is on the first column.
Yeah.
That they can see. Oh, it's a 1. 5 damage.
5 points of damage. Is that? Oh, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry. Lawrence, you're up.
I'm hurting pretty bad. Okay. Which one hurt me?
This one. The one directly in front of you.
And also as well, if I... Yeah. Never mind. All good. Okay. I'm going to use my off arm again.
So I'm assuming the first one missed.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an at 20.
Yep.
So that's eight rolls. Is that correct?
You double the damage, just not the bonus modifier, like the
Right.
dice roll.
Oh, yeah.
Is
I'll
it-
just roll 4 and I double that. Is that correct?
Yeah. 3 from your sneak attack, 1 from your melee, and then just double the dice amount, and then add your modifier after that. That's a lot easier than rolling 8 and adding them all up.
Oh, I don't get a modifier though because this is my off arm.
Oh yeah, okay. So just double the dice amount, yeah. What was that?
$24.
24 points of damage. Oh. You like smash into it pretty hard. It's falling apart, but it's still managed to just standing up. It's on its last legs.
And that's me.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Next round, Dagoth, you're up. Let go, let go, let go. Parry!
I'm just gonna
Parry, parry, parry!
I'm just gonna put my my bow away and get my my 2 swords out. One sword and dagger out.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Malok, you're up.
I'm gonna try and finish the claymore.
The one that's looking really shit.
I'm gonna move to here, so the other guy probably gets.
The opportune attack. Just 21.
Ooh, that hits.
6 points of damage.
And then I'll roll a d6 and get some health back here. And that was a 6.
So it's just a 0.
So I'll roll to attack on this guy, and I get advantage because I'm flanking with Koro, which I needed, and I got a 20.
20 total.
So, nat 20.
Oh, nat 20. Nice.
Come on, do it to him.
So
How do you want to do it? I don't think there's a
14 points of damage.
Man
Oh, yeah.
calculated.
Go
14
nuts.
points of damage. I just smash him in pieces. Then I'm gonna move back to there,
All right.
and that'll be my turn.
finish him off, Koro.
Kawawa.
I don't think I can survive another hit.
Well, with the way I'm rolling, don't hold your breath. You might
I have faith.
asphyxiate. I feel like I need like different dice. There we are, 2 new dice for this. Don't fuck me. Oh yeah, it's a natural 20. Okay.
Get some custom dice from Gil.
Well, all right. So then there's a natural 20 and an 18 to hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
with it. Just trying to remember. Pity the natural 20 does jack all for Monk's Bun. 15 damage total.
15. Yep.
That's it.
All right. Gladiator just going to lash back out at Koro. She'll bash. 14. No.
Not today, fucker.
Oh, God. Rolling really bad now. All right. Win, you're up.
Welcome.
All right.
Why was your turn so short?
Because I do it
My
very
turn?
quick.
Ooh.
Because I got the auto skills rolling in here, so I've just got a little character sheet that I can click and it does the abilities and rolls for me straight away.
Only rolled an 11 to hit.
I rolled an 11, a 9, and a 14 to hit, so...
So I'm assuming my 11 doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
I will do a level 3 healing word on Lawrence.
Yep.
So it's an extra 14 health to you, Lawrence. And I'll move. Oh no, I don't think I can. I already used my bonus action. No, that's it.
Yeah. Lawrence, you're up.
I turn to Lynn, look up, and say thank you.
You're welcome.
It's time to attack and kill this beast. Clay. $19.
19, it's going to parry.
Okay, with my off arm. Let's go again. Miss.
Alright.
19.
Oh, 19 hits. It only gets to parry once per turn.
Sorry, you broke up. What?
If the second one was a 19, then that hits because it only can parry once a round.
Oh, so it has like a. Oh, okay. 19.
It's react. Yeah. So that hits. Yep.
$14.
14 points of damage. And Kane, I actually think you get. Sar, did you move out that turn? Did it get an attack of opportunity? Yeah, it did. So Kane,
Yeah.
it doesn't have its reaction, so you get to do your damage from the first attack as well. I'm just getting
Really?
Yeah, I'm just getting my turns
So-
confused.
Okay, cool. So I just get to roll.
Just roll.
Once.
Yeah, just roll your damage plus the
Once
modifier.
with my modifier.
Yep. Apologies.
$21.
21 points of damage. It's still alive. It's moderately hurt. Dagoth, you're up.
Now, with my two swords,
Yeah.
right? Will I get advantage if I just jump down and like jump down and just smash on top of this guy with my two swords, with my sword and dagger?
No.
Why would you get
Oh,
advantage?
okay. Why? Because there are two people flanking it still.
Yeah, but you're not flanking him. That's the
Okay,
point.
I'm just gonna jump down and land on top of it.
Okay.
Oh,
I might
So
take damage, but I'm.
Where
Might
are you
take damage.
jumping down to? Because everyone's sort of everywhere, so...
I'm jumping right on top of it, as in to attack it from the top.
Okay. Make
As in, yeah.
it a
I
acrobatics
can't do that,
check.
right? Oh, what? Acrobatics
Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
and attack.
Well, let's see if you land your acrobatics coming down on top of something, like
Yeah.
spinning around.
I got an 8.
yeah, you don't. You come down on top of it, but you fall over in the process of like falling onto it.
Yep.
The 20-foot fall does 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and
What's that?
5 points of bludgeoning damage because you've jumped
Yep.
20 feet down. Um,
And I'm prone, right?
you're prone, but you've still got your action to get up if you want.
Then I'm just gonna attack it.
Okay.
I reach my hand out and pick Daggett up.
Well,
Get up.
that would be your action to do so. So.
No, I've still got movement. I can get up, right?
Well, actually, do you
Try
still
and
have?
get into it.
How much movement can you make? So to run around is like 40 feet of movement, then to jump down on him.
Oh, I was just gonna go across the bar.
Oh, so you're gonna run across the bars.
Yeah, I was just run across the bar and just drop
What's
down.
your movement?
30.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you make your attacks, but you're prone.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I'm at disadvantage?
Yes. Sorry, the way I just got confused with what you were saying because I thought you were saying you'd run around to drop on it, not go the short way across. Actually, no, fuck it. You just take damage and you fall at the first bar because running across the bar is a DC 15 for your acrobatics. So you've taken the damage.
Okay.
You can now get up and move, but you've lost half your movement and you've moved 5. So you've got
Okay.
another 10 feet to move. So you can get up to it and do your melee attacks.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Does that mean I'm standing next to it though, right?
Right now you're standing at Lawrence. So you would have to go to there.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh. 1, 20, 24 to hit.
24 hits, roll damage.
— 14 damage.
14 points of damage. Yep.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Moloch, you're up.
I mean, I get advantage, right?
Yes, you're still flanking, yep.
13. Doesn't
And?
hit.
Nah, 13 doesn't hit.
That's it. That's my turn.
Koro.
I'm here.
Did you roll twice? What?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't roll the last time with advantage. Did we? I don't even remember.
Look at Lawrence go, mate.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, the first one's a natural 20.
Nice.
And the dice wasn't complete 8s this time, so that's 14 on that hit. 14 damage.
Yep, it's looking pretty hurt.
And then I'm pretty sure the next one, 15 doesn't hit.
15 does not hit.
I'm done.
Done. Clay Gladiator. Again, just a Koro because you're the one hurting it. Misses. 26 to hit.
How was that 26?
The
There.
shield bash, spear, and then spear.
Yeah, no, that'll hit.
And 16 doesn't because you're 16 plus 2.
Yeah.
So 14 points of damage. And it is surrounded, so Win, you're up.
I moved my statue onto Lawrence to give him 6 health.
Yep.
I'll roll a d6. Okay.
Oh, he has to do it on his turn. He only gets the heal on his turn. Starting his turn in the thing.
True. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Not that it's going to matter because his turn's right next. So
Plus 20 to hit.
yep, 20 hits.
Now, is there potential partial cover because I'm shooting past someone?
No, but you're above everyone. Like you're 20 feet high, so you're casting down from above. So there's no obstruction.
9 damage.
9 points of damage. It's really starting to give way. You can see the clay is almost dust in many places. Z Lawrence is up.
Sorry, did I have to roll a d6 for something?
Yeah, for help.
Now you can roll a d6 for healing, yeah, because it's the start of your turn and the spirit's under you.
Move the spirit totem on you.
3s, or I just put that down?
I had 3
All
shines
right.
spread up for tonight.
Okay. Feeling pretty confident. I look at this clay gladiator, and I'm like, you're about to die. Nat 20.
Right, hey.
This is gonna hurt. Let's see how big the damage goes. Hard maths.
It's 24.
Is that doubled? So it's 48
No. It's 24.
in
I
total.
rolled 3-1.
What the? All right. How do you want to do it?
Hey.
I'm just going to.
Lick your lips.
I'm just gonna put one sword in my back, hold it with 2 hands, and I'm just gonna slice off its head.
Again.
Uppercut style.
All right. So like in this last moment, watching like the clay golem sort of like turn frantically as like it's completely surrounded, you just look at this opening and you see like this perfect place where you could just like slice up from like underneath, decapitate the head, and pretty much finish the creature off. And you just aim true, don't miss at all. The head comes flying and just like hits the bars above before turning into like dust and starts to rain down before it like disappears, and the whole thing just melts into dust that dissipates.
I then let out a war cry.
And that is the last spear dropping to the ground. Ding, 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 ding.
Quick, anyone who wants healing?
There's like one more round of the healing spirit.
Wait, I'll jump in.
I'll jump in.
Everybody
How
can
much
get
is it? 6
roll
points?
sticks and then it disappears.
No, 1d6.
Oh, we have to roll the dice, do we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
said that.
Well done, everybody. Let's see what lies ahead.
So 4 spears in hand, a bit of healing. What's the group doing next?
Let's finalize these stairs. But
How do I put a
Before we do
square on my thing?
we should probably have that door maybe wedged open just in case something triggers.
Maybe each of us should grab a spear and go to a slot. With my acrobatic skills, I somehow jump over the.
Everyone just climbing up the side.
I can jump pretty high.
You could just. Thank you.
Is everybody grabbing a spear? Is that what we're doing?
Erica,
All right.
You tell her to come on the camera and wave and say hello.
Yeah, but she's not wearing any clothing, so it would be a bit weird.
Oh yeah, no, not on Twitch.
Poke your head in there.
No, it'd be there's a dangerous game on Twitch.
Alright. What's everyone doing?
Hey, yeah, I've got this yellow box around my character for some reason. I can't take it off. Can you see that?
Nora?
No, it's
Yeah, I
just
saw
like
that earlier too, dude. I'm not sure what it is. I don't see it now though.
Click the cog in your character token.
What?
SARS a robot.
Orvik, what's going to happen when we put these swords in?
Your guess is as good as mine. I can only hope nothing bad. But
For your sake, old man, you better hope nothing bad happens.
Actually, you should probably come closer to the door, just in case we need to make a quick exit. Also, what I'm suspecting may happen is, I believe, Moloch, you discovered there is some poison around that statue. So what I think was going to happen, you put all the things in their statues, it's going to unlock it, but it's going to release poison and we have to get out of here.
Poison doesn't bother me.
Yeah, but it bothers others.
I don't care about other people.
Well, then you're a selfish bastard.
But I thought we were helping each other.
Alright, get out of here then. Go on.
That's
Well-
not very nice.
Do we want to try and prop up this door first before we do this? So we have a quick exit.
I have this appropriate music. It's like dun dun dun.
play the Indiana Jones theme.
Yeah, I can hold the door open, no worries. Give me 10 minutes.
You're gonna go in large or something.
Put like 3 of them in, and then, or maybe we don't want to put them in one at a time.
Maybe we need to put them all in at the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll take one over here and wait with it.
Maybe. Or Vec, you can when the door's open, you can wait outside.
I have a spear.
You said you can hold the door open. Moloch?
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, can I ritual cast it?
Does it say you can?
I don't have an issue. If
If everyone's cool to wait, if
Yeah.
that's all I'm
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes passes.
Dang
You're
it.
now bigger.
Daggeth and Lawrence, do you wanna? You remember where that hatch was on the top of or around the statue?
Say that again.
There was some hatch at the statue, you know, where it may have the key.
What?
So we're gonna put these rods into the statues here, but then the main one in the middle of the corridor.
It should open up.
It didn't have a hatch, did it?
It's
was
got-
a
it's got-
relief on the wall behind.
No, it's got like a latch top.
A
Oh,
latch
I
top.
see.
Like
So-
an interlinked sort of
Or
like
something.
stone that doesn't have any sort of like key opening.
So when we put these things in, if shit goes down, it's one of you two's job to pick up that key and get the hell out of it.
I will grab the
I
key.
can move 45 feet without using dash and all that. Is
Oh.
that the most that everyone can do?
I can go 30.
Yeah,
And
let me
then
do
six
that
Maybe
then.
you
I'll
go
do that.
first. You go
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Alright,
hold this.
Cora.
Someone take the spear that I left on the ground there.
I'll
Get old man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where am I
like-
going?
Just this. Everyone needs to man a statue. Sar's got the door, and I've got the
The older
pedestal.
person over here, over where I was. I can't move him.
Where's R when you need him?
Yeah,
It
okay,
sounds like-
alright. This is probably as best as I'm gonna get as far as the plan goes.
Alright.
You have opened up the door, Moloch.
No.
Go do that, and then we'll put the spears in.
I need help opening the door.
Do a strength
What?
check, Moloch.
It'll have a low DC because you're huge.
That's a 4. I'm not huge, by the way. That wasn't what I was doing.
Oh,
but
what
that's
were
a
you
4.
doing? Okay. You're a bit worn out. You don't manage to lift the door.
We'll just do it and then run to the door. We can all help.
Alright, let's do it then.
3, 2, 1, hit it.
So all at the same time, everyone puts a spear into like the hands of one of the warriors.
And I'm holding my. I've got my mouth covered just in case.
there's a pause as like the hands holding the gladiators like grip close, and just you hear like the tunk, 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 and the whole place explodes. No, and as like they grip, there's like this like moment of silence, and then you start to hear the and what happens is the interlink of the corkscrew starts to sort of like turn and rotate, and sort of like twist up, as the stone starts to sort of rise up, and then just sitting in the center of the pedestal is a cube with the symbol for Shigambi,
Oh,
and that's all that happens.
can I use my clothing to kind of scoop it up? Because I don't know if I'm supposed to touch it.
Before you touch it yet, let's go and try and open this door just in case it still triggers.
Okay, I'm waiting right at the cube.
Alright, everybody, let's get this door open first.
Well, only one person can fit in there to lift it. So
You can all have a turn to see who's strongest.
Alright, I'll roll. I'm gonna guidance myself.
I'll roll.
Oh, I did alright. 16.
Still not strong enough to get it up.
The battle has worn me down.
Everyone's quite worn.
9.
11.
So we can't do this together?
You're all struggling. No, because there's only one side, like the narrow corridor. You could like.
Aaron's going to have to come and save our asses.
We'll get Orvex
He's
to have
going
a-
to wake up and he's going to have to help us from the other side of the door to get out of here.
Where's Orvex?
I wish Melvin to Stone could actually go through stone. That would be awesome.
The old man sucks.
Well, can't it?
Yeah, you can go through stone, can't you? Like, isn't it? You
No,
just...
Can't you
no,
pop
I
it?
have to return from the point that I entered.
Ah.
Is one of the limitations of it. It basically means I can't swim in stone.
Is anyone strong enough?
I mean, I can try, but I got a -1.
I had a -1 too, and I had a 16. So.
yeah, still try because none
Alright,
of
I'll
us.
come and
none
give
of
it a
the rest
shot.
of us can try.
Koro.
Nope.
Koro.
That's a 5. I'll go back to the cube.
So, short rest.
Sure.
You guys all sit down. The cube's still just sitting on top of the pedestal. Do you take it before your short rest, or? Are you gonna grab it
No.
after?
We're waiting for the door.
Can I
Oh,
can-
hang on. I'll actually ask the others what they think. If we don't take it right now, do you think it will go back in and we'll have to do it all over again?
No. The thought of that is quite
Alright, take it then. If we don't get this, we're just gonna have to all attack this door.
Okay. I take it. I took it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I back up real slowly to the group. I think it's okay.
You've got the
Alright,
cube.
Let's
Got the
rest.
cube. Okay, no. Short rest?
Sure, you guys can have a short rest.
Can I go check out
Perfect.
the like where the statues were? Like if there's anything else down there?
Sure.
Maybe you should wait until we have the door open, Daggeth. What happens if something else is triggered and we all die?
I don't think we'll all die, will we? I mean, you guys are up here, I'm down there.
So, do you guys actually want a short rest? Because I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
While you guys are sitting, Orvex asks if he can look at the cube and just inspect it out of like
What
a
is
curiosity factor.
Yeah. Don't bother me. I'll hand it to him unless somebody stops.
I don't have an issue with that.
You just see him pull out like a little booklet and kind of like trace, like kind of like, you know how like your crayon scrub over like sort of the pattern on the outside, and just writing some like little notes about. And he tells you what he's writing. He's just talking about like the trial and the experience and keeping notes on what you guys went through and everything. An hour passes.
I'm gonna try and lift the door again.
All right, go for it.
fucking 9.
Gives a little bit. You kind of
Can I try and cast levitate on it,
Sure, you can give it a go.
on the door, and see if it gives us a hand somehow?
Yep. So you're gonna go
Shuffle,
cast
shuffle, shuffle. Yep. I will cast levitate.
levitate the door. Okay.
Oh, hang on. Wait. How heavy's the door?
Well, I can't lift it, and I carry 200 pounds of gear on me, so it's pretty heavy.
I believe it's 600 pounds.
Too heavy then.
But it can
Wow.
but it can negate how much it is.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not expecting it to fucking fly off.
No,
So.
but it's still
Okay.
there. So it's-
All right.
I also
will
have an
cast it.
idea. I
And it can be
turn
used
into a
on-
bear.
so Cora, if you want to do a strength check after you secretly put levitate on the door.
Why am I doing a strength check?
To see
Oh
if-
yeah, I'll try and lift it. Yeah. Okay.
Did
Okay.
Kane drop?
Can I go check out downstairs while they're doing their strength stuff?
Only 10.
In the long rest time, short rest time, you would have gone down, had a look. There's nothing in the cells. The place is bare, like completely blank.
Okay, cool.
I only got a 10. Are you serious? Look, guys, I got it.
Nice. Let's get out of here.
Good to have some fresh air. Let's get here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, bye. Let's go.
So it's been a pretty long day. You guys are coming out to sort of the latter part of the day, late afternoon, just over at your shrine. Is there any other plans for the last parts of the day that you guys are planning for, or anything you want to do?
Wait, so a short rest means I get my HP back?
You can roll a hit die to get it back. Yeah.
Is that a D6?
What is it for you?
D8 for Rogue, I think.
If you click the short rest button on D&D Beyond, Kane, it shows you how many hit dice you can spend and what they are. For me, it is a D8 plus 2.
Now, if you use all your hit die, when you take a long rest, you only get
So
half
let's
those
not
hit dice.
complicate it more.
I'm just saying.
Cool. All
But
right.
it does that automatically.
D8.
And that is your first shrine done. Only
Nice job.
7 more to
And-
go.
Yeah.
Oh god. Those things are annoying as hell.
I thought you guys were gonna get through too tonight.
Is that it? That was, oh,
I
that was
was-
great.
I
Aaron
was
really
all
missed
up
out
to
on such
tying
an
them up.
awesome
All right.
session.
Does anyone else, like, assuming towards the end of the session, the end of the day, does anyone want to do anything before we close out for the day? Guys, I assume we're going to go retreat back in your little house that you've set up.
Yeah. And I'll do my usual shit.
What?
Same
That's it? No. No, we have to.
I mean, some of us haven't eaten dinner either.
Any more? Any bits and pieces?
Nope. I was like, well, that was eventful.
I'm just going to keep an eye out on the other camp that has all the now known dark cultists.
I will follow Win to protect him.
No, I'm just kind of more scouting from the building. I'm just paying special attention on the area encampment.
Yeah, my net's lagging out.
Yeah, same. It's pretty bad.
Really, I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
What?
You freeze regularly. You've been freezing regularly tonight, and
Yeah, everyone's freezing regularly.
Oh, it's because I kept trying to reset my camera.
no, like yeah, no, it sounded like the lag. Looked like
Yeah, it's definitely lag.
I actually had very little issues, especially with the cameras. Google Chrome all the way.
All right. think
Thanks,
that's
yeah.
it. Is everyone good?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the session? Is that the
Yeah, is
session
that
ended?
it? No.
It's 11 o'clock.
Oh,
That was good.
that was
Sesh.
awesome.
We need to.
Victor missed out hard. He's been replaced by Orvik.
What?
The
Orvex
only
did nothing.
not frustrating thing with those places, but I mean, it's natural. It's going to be the case. But because of the tight corridors, I think we spend way more time trying to maneuver. Like I feel like if that had been in an open field, which obviously it's not going to be because it's not what it's meant to be. But if it were an open field, I think we would have smashed through it.
I was all up for tying them up to the gates.
Well, I think it was.
Well, what I wanted to do
Do
was
we
we did
know-
the first one. I wanted to just shoot them while they were inside the other gate.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do as well. I was like, they're in enclosures. Like,
I
we
feel
need
like it would have
something.
opened, and then it would have been bad news because you would have been trapped in that little corridor with them.
You may have had to actually trigger the event properly.
Or all four of them may have been released if you attacked them
Spoilers?
improperly.
If for any
No.
reason that you took them out of that pit, the spears would disappear with them, and they would reset with full health.
Oh.
The thing is,
To
it's
the
supposed to
fight.
be an honorable thing as well. That the
Yeah.
whole thing is honor. So if you fight in a way that's dishonorable, you think there's probably going to be some
We've-
kind of
Well, we fought the
Ah.
one-on-one.
We flanked him. Yeah, we flanked him. Like, it was,
Yeah,
it
but at
wasn't
least we
honorable
were-
at all.
fighting valiantly. We weren't like it wasn't trickery. It was just a straight up fight.
Yeah, but that would have been very meta for me, like to like go, okay, yeah, they're gonna disappear and stuff or whatever, or like
Oh no, we wouldn't know that.
yeah.
But we knew about the honor thing because the dude told us.
But we don't know if the other shrines are like that, right?
Oh no, they'll be different. I would imagine.
The
Vex gets would be.
clues are in, like very subtle clues are in the story, and then there's clues around the shrine. So it's
Yes.
The
I mean-
story that you sent us.
yeah.
Yeah, it's in thingy.
You can actually have a good read of it now.
All right. Thank you.
Good session.
Sorry, I
Awesome
did move a
stuff.
bit quicker.
No, don't
I mean-
apologize. We
mean,
just got to get used to it.
And I think we're moving a little bit. Well, I'm wanting to move cautiously because I don't want to die.
Well, yeah, I
I-
mean,
Yeah.
we had bad times in the first couple of places
yeah,
we
I'm
went
scarred.
like this. So.
My character's scarred from these
Yeah.
things.
But
After
also-
a short rest, I'm all good.
By the end there, like we were like the three of us were getting into the swing of rotating around and shit. Like we started to figure out our movement in the tight quarters pretty good. Then it just takes
Oh,
time.
the flanking. You guys are smashing. Like, everyone after you guys started to realize the flanking thing, it was like, fuck yeah. Like,
Yeah.
just hacked through them. Like, they weren't really that bad.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Except for the fact that they kept freaking thinking
Parrying
my
you.
shots.
The only
Yeah.
the only intention of me doing that was because you were out of the ring.
No, what's that?
Because you
Oh,
were-
you weren't in the pit.
Because you were attacking from outside the ring. So so intentionally saving it for that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I jumped down. I was like, nah.
Yeah, no, that's fair because you're all supposed to be. It's supposed to be an honorable fight.
That's what I was trying to think. I was like, if they can save from attacks, it's going to be from the ones. And Win kept doing like the fire, so it wasn't like.
Yeah, I wanted to do that 5 turns before, but I was like, oh, I'll just see what else happens. But then I was like, nah. Yeah.
All good. All right. Thank you, guys.
you.
We'll see
Thank you.
next week.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you know about the new time tomorrow?
Yes.
Cool.
Cool.